in Blacksville, West Virginia. But before the kids get all dressed up and pretty for the dance on Saturday, there's a football game to be played between the Clay-Battelle Seabees and the Meadow Bridge Wildcats. Good evening. I am Ethan Collins, and just like how it is in the rest of our family, when one is out, another one comes in, and tonight we're joined by a special guest, my father, Peter Collins. Pete, how you doing tonight?
Good.
Good?
Looking forward to a exciting football game.
Yeah, exciting indeed. The Meadow Bridge Wildcats, kind of a tale of two seasons between these two squads. Clay-Battelle started off the season 0-3 by a combined 9 points this season, then have gotten off to a two-game winning streak on the road. They come back here tonight for homecoming. Meadow Bridge is the exact opposite. 2 games to start out the season, 2 wins, and then you end up having to go on a 2-game losing streak, hoping to get back to even tonight with this game here at Clay-Battelle. It should be fun.
Yep.
All right, that is going to do it.
Appear to be fairly evenly matched teams as well.
As far as size go, for sure. All right, we are about 7 minutes away from kickoff. When we come back, we'll have the Coaches Show here on WAJR.com.
Health is hiring and dedicated to helping you find the best fit for a life-work balance. Think about that. Life-work, not work-life. Your life is important to us. Personal growth opportunities, sign-on bonuses, free on-site parking, and a robust employee assistance program with wellness coaching, childcare resources, and 24/7 mental health support. Are you ready to take the next step toward a better future? Visit monhealth.com/careers to apply today.
This is Clay-Battelle High Seabees football on WAJR.
Welcome back to the pregame show here back in Blacksville, West Virginia, where we are set to take on the Meadow Bridge Wildcats. And I'm here with Coach Wilson. And, Coach, I don't know about you, but it feels good to be back home.
Well, that's what I told the team up there in the locker room. I said, boy, does it feel good to be back home. You know, we've been on the road for the last couple of weeks, but, you know, it's been great because we got 2 wins, but it still feels good to be back home.
I was about to say, one more road game, and the rest is up here at home. Homecoming tonight, what goes into a game? Are there any extra activities that you guys do throughout homecoming week outside of the homecoming parade and stuff like that?
Well, you know, they have activities here at the school every day. There's some kind of a dress-up day or different activities, and the whole works. You know, making it fun for the kids here and like that. And had a pep rally today, dance tomorrow night. But, you know, that's why I told the team, you know, on Monday coming in, I said, homecoming week is great. Enjoy it and fun. You know, that's what high school football is about. Homecoming week, enjoy it. But remember, whenever we come down here to practice, we have a job to do. We have a job Friday night to do.
I was about to say, I remember when I was in high school, we had to move the dance from Friday night to Saturday because we lost a homecoming game on Friday night, and none of the football players wanted to show up because nobody wants to show up to a homecoming dance after you lost a high school football game. However, we got the Meadow Bridge Wildcats tonight, so what are you seeing on them? I'm looking at them right now, a lot of size, probably a ground game to deal with tonight. I mean, looks like there's a lot of talent on this roster.
There is. You know, you start with the offensive line, and they dwarf us. You know, they're I'd say they're just big. Their running backs, both of them are about 180, 185. You know, we're just looking at the one down here. He looked very impressive in film. He looks more impressive down here doing warm-ups. You know, they're a team that's going to pound, and all of a sudden it's a little play-action pass after you've put up everybody to try to stop the run, and that's their pass game usually.
Last week, I think you guys made some great adjustments, kind of packing that defensive line, loading the front with up to almost 5 or 6. Do you expect to kind of push back a little bit, see where it goes, and then make some adjustments at halftime?
Well, you know, it's one of those when we come in, you know, the coaches, staff, you know, again, breaking down film and, hey, what do we think we need to do? So we've adjusted. We've taken our defense and made a couple of little adjustments, you know, how we're playing the kids and where we're lining them up. And so we'll see what happens. We have plan A, plan B, and you hope you don't have to try to go to plan C.
Absolutely. All right, Coach, thank you for your time.
Hey, thank you for
All righty, that's going to do it for the coach's interview. We'll be back with the rest of the pregame show and get you kicked off here on WAJR.com.
Excellence, college fans. Josh Heinerman here with Advanced HVAC and Plumbing. For over 20 years, we have put our customers first. And that's not just talk. We back that up as a promise. Advanced HVAC and Plumbing offers a 100% satisfaction guarantee. We promise that if you are not completely satisfied with your new Carrier system in the first year, we will remove the equipment and refund your purchase entirely. Carrier. Turn to the experts and turn to Advanced.
This is Clay-Battelle High CB's football on WAJR.
Welcome back to the campus of Clay-Battelle High and Middle School, where we are set and ready to go. About 2.5 minutes away from kickoff between the Clay-Battelle Seabees and the Meadow Bridge Wildcats. Player lineup sponsored by Lang Monument, family owned and celebrating 150 years in Morgantown, located in the Wharf District. For the Clay-Battelle Seabees, not a lot of changes here tonight. Josiah Morgan at the wide receiver position, Maverick Gum at the starting tailback. The offensive line consists of Cooper Statler, Easton Rowan, who is out injured tonight, but we'll see who replaces him on the offensive line. Alex Dancer at the center position, Cameron Mercer, and Joe Stewart. Braden Ponceroff is the main wide receiver target. J.C. Spears and Maddox Shriver at the quarterback and fullback positions. Captains tonight for the Clay-Battelle Seabees consist of seniors J.C. Spears, Maddox Shriver, and I believe that's Dakota Walls, another senior for the Clay-Battelle Seabees, and Joe Stewart as well. So all senior captains for the Clay-Battelle Seabees. Moving on to the Meadow Bridge Wildcats. The fullback will consist of Bo Winkle, a offensive line of Blake Bennett, Tucker Pugh, Jaden Butcher, Silas Adkins, and Charles Bragg. The quarterback is Braden Thomas, and the name that you're probably going to hear tonight is number 18, tailback Caden Sims. Only a sophomore, Pete, on that sideline. You see him right there, number 18. That boy does not look like a sophomore at all when you look at him.
No, he does not. Got height, got leg strength. It should be fun to watch him run.
Yep. And once again, those player lineups are sponsored by Lang Monument, family-owned and celebrating 150 years in Morgantown. That coach's interview with Coach Wilson is sponsored by HealthWorks Rehab and Fitness. When your body hurts, go to HealthWorks. 9 convenient locations to serve you. And one last sponsor before we get ready for kickoff. Or sorry, 2 more. Field conditions. We're on turf, Pete. Not a lot of field conditions to report here tonight.
Not really.
Yeah. Field conditions are sponsored by Horizon Medical Technologies. Express testing, express results online at horizonmedtech.com. Kickoff is about ready and set to go, and that is sponsored by Advanced Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing, the area's carrier factory authorized dealer. Turn to the experts and turn to Advance. And breathe. A lot of sponsors here to go tonight as the clock is about to strike 0, and we'll be getting set and ready to kick off. A little bit of news to report here as walking around on the sidelines, Braden Ponceroff, the wide receiver for the Seabees, is actually going to be the guy to kick off tonight for the Clay-Battelle Seabees. I don't know if that was a huge thing coming into this game, but we'll see how much of a factor it makes. Sounds like they make decisions based off who's going to kick off every week in practice. They kind of have a kickoff competition. Good crowd on hand tonight for homecoming night. Clay-Battelle will be set to receive the kickoff, going from our right to left. Meadow Bridge kicking off, and the kicker for the Wildcats is Blake Bennett, an offensive lineman, senior for the Wildcats. Meadow Bridge supporting a Carolina blue helmet with navy pants and a white jersey. Clay-Battelle in their all-navy tops, helmets, pants, and jersey. So we get set and ready to kick off. The kicker counts his players, and we are underway as he boots it to the sideline. I don't know if that took a touch. I believe it did take a touch off Tyson Price, so the penalty will end up not being used. However, I think it actually works out, Pete, in Clay-Battelle's favor. You gain an extra 2 yards because kickoff out of bounds goes at the 35.
Yes, it might have even been done on purpose because he gets a 2-yard gain out of that.
All right, J.C. Spears, the one receiving the signals. We'll see if he lines up under center or in the shotgun here. 3 receivers to the right. Nope, Dakota Walls goes out, so 2 receivers to the right here. Maddox Shriver to the tailbacks left. Actually, it's a split back formation. J.C. Spears lines up under center and throws it over to the right, and it's intended for Josiah Morgan, but goes in and out of the hands. Good pressure there by the quarterback, Braden Thomas, and that will bring up 2nd down and 10 for the Seabees. So first play here for Clay-Battelle was a pass. Haven't seen that wrinkle in the playbook so far. You do see them roll out outside the pocket to kind of give the quarterback extra time, but we haven't seen him line up a lot under center with 2 split backs. J.C. Spears lined up in a shotgun here. 3 receivers to the right, Maddox Shriver to his right. It's a quick little screen play here to Josiah Morgan as Dakota Walls gets laid out on the play, but Josiah Morgan gets a solid gain, goes out of bounds at about the 48, which was the line to gain, and that'll be a 1st down for the Clay-Battelle Seabees. So 2 plays, 2 passes so far.
That was Josiah Morgan on the reception as well for the 2nd pass.
So 2 passes, 2 intended for Josiah Morgan. Him and Braden Ponceroff line up to the left. Spears lined up under center again. Spears rolls to his left, throws it, intended for Josiah Morgan again, but it's a little bit underthrown, and Braden Thomas was on the coverage. He got a break on that. He might have been able to pick that off and take it for 6. He had a lot of grass in front of him. 11:36 left to go here in the opening quarter. This is the opening drive for the Seabees, 2nd down and 10. On their own 48-yard line. Ball on the right hash. Maddox Shriver looks to be the lone man in the backfield. Spears and Ponceroff, the receivers, to the left. Snap is good. Maddox tries to get there, but there is absolutely nothing there, but the ball is out. Thankfully, Clay-Battelle is able to recover it. And this has been a good defensive series here for the Meadow Bridge Wildcats. There was nothing going on that interior for the Clay-Battelle Seabees, and that'll bring up 3rd down and about 13 here, a loss of 3 on the play. So let's see what they have going here. Spears lined up as a wide receiver again. It's Ponceroff set to take the snap in the backfield. Josiah Morgan and Spears, the receivers, to the left. They switch the 2 tight ends from right to left. Throw a quick little pass to Josiah Morgan. He gets past the 1 man, and he gets across the sticks, across the 40, down to the 35. Excellent play there from Ponceroff. A quick little screen there to Josiah Morgan. All positive yards here coming on offense from Josiah Morgan and the Seabees.
Good yards after catch on that.
Made 1 man miss, kind of jukes to his left on an arm tackle. Had nothing but green space in front of him. Good blocking downfield there by J.C. Spears to give him the 1st down. What was that a gain of?
Would have been about 21 yards.
21 yards. 1st down and 10 here for Clay-Battelle. They line up under center. Maverick Gum. It's Brady Nestor, the tailback in the backfield, but Spears is going to roll to his right, throw it just over the head of Ponceroff. Incomplete. 2nd down and 10 here for the Seabees. Ball will be placed back at the left hash on the Meadow Bridge 33-yard line. Substituting a wide receiver for an extra lineman here. Maverick Gum set to take the snap with Maddox Shriver to his right. He runs to his right. Doesn't really get anything going there. And it'll be 3rd down and about 11 here, a loss of a yard. Run game not looking too great here for Clay-Battelle so far.
Got back to the line of scrimmage, so it'll be 2nd and 10.
Davis on the start.
3rd down. 3rd down and 11 here. So they break the huddle here. Shotgun formation. Spears set to take the snap. Maddox to his right. 2 receivers on each side. Ponceroff motions. Straight drop back pass here. Throws it. Intended for Ponceroff. It's caught. Does he have the first down? Ball will be placed at about the 23-yard line, which is very close to the sticks. They might take a timeout here and measure. See what they're going to do here. They're going to call timeout. They are going to signal first down. All right. First down here for Clay-Battelle. 8:58 left to go in the opening quarter. Clay-Battelle has gotten positive yards all by passes. Only 2 runs, but have resulted both in negative yards. First down and 10 here for the Seabees. They break the huddle with Spears set to take the snap in the backfield. Maddox motions out to a wide receiver position. He rolls to his right, throws to Maddox on a little screen pass, shows nice quickness, able to get past the line of scrimmage and get a gain of a couple yards here. So now they're seeing that the interior is not working here for the offensive line, so they're trying to bounce it to the outside and get their playmakers in space. Positive yards here, gain of about 2. It'll be second down and 8. Approaching the red zone here with 8 minutes left to go in the opening quarter. Tight formation, hard count. Meadow Bridge jumps. That'll be an encroachment and a 5-yard penalty. So it'll be second down and 3 here for the Seabees. Done that a lot this year, Pete. They've shown good discipline to kind of make the defense jump off sides, take advantage of penalties.
Second and short is always better than third and long.
Yeah, that is absolutely correct. Tight formation here with about 3 tight ends to the right. They motion them, though, to the left. Maverick Gum set to take the snap in an empty backfield. He runs a little bit close to his left, gets to the interior line, gets very close to the line of gain. If he's going to be short, he's going to be short by about a half yard. He will be short. It'll third down and about a half yard here. Line to gain is the 21. The ball is being placed at about the 19, the line to gain is the 19-yard line, and the ball is being placed at the 19.5. So let's see what they dial up here, third down. Tight formation to the right this time. Maverick Gum runs to his right, gets met immediately, but I do think he falls forward for a positive yards. Nope, they're going to single fourth down. It'll be fourth down and very short. No gain on the play. Crucial down here for the Seabees as we approach 6 minutes and 40 seconds left to go in the opening quarter. Seabees in the red zone now. Maddox substitutes in. Tight formation this time with Maddox set to take the snap. Snap is good. He runs right into the offensive line. I think he's going to get there at the line to gain. If not, it's going to be very close. I think he got past the 15 down to the 14. It's going to be very dependent on how they mark the ball here. They're going to call a timeout for a measurement. The sticks looks like it's just a little bit past the 14-yard line. And the ball looks like it's placed at the 14-yard line, and the referees are going to signal turnover on downs and a first down and 10 for the Meadow Bridge Wildcats. All right. Talking about with their ground attack, the Seabees might have a little bit of a disadvantage here when it comes to time of possession, like they did last week against the Hancock Panthers. First down and 10 for the Meadow Bridge Wildcats. They line up in an I formation with 1 receiver to the right, 2 tight ends, and a fullback. They hand it off to the tailback, and he's got some space to run as he gets past the sticks down to about the 29-yard line. Caden Sims, the ball carrier. That looked almost too easy.
Meadow Bridge's offensive line got a lot of penetration on that play.
First down and 10 here from Meadow Bridge. 5:50 left to go in the opening quarter. Same formation with one wide receiver to the right. They hand it off to the fullback this time. That is number 12. Trip Rolls. Solid gain of about 5 on the play. And it'll bring up second down and 5 for the Wildcats. First drive for the Seabees was a turnover on downs in the red zone. Second down and 6, or 5. It's a little stretch play here to the tailback. Gets past one tackler and then takes 2 people to take down Sims. It will be a first down. Ball is marked at the 40-yard line. As we approach 4 minutes and 50 seconds to go in the opening quarter. All right, first down and 10 here with one wide receiver to the left. Looks like it's a tight end on each side. Little misdirection play here to one of the split ends. I believe that was number 41, Brayson Sawyers, on the carry.
Good stop, only about 1 yard on that.
Nice play design, but the Seabees were all over it. Good film study there.
Yeah. Defense read that play.
That'll be the shortest gain of the game here for the Meadow Bridge Wildcats so far. Only a gain of 1 on the play, so second down and 9 at the 41-yard line of Meadow Bridge. Ball's on the right hash. They line up in a tight formation. No wide receivers. 2 tight ends to the right. Actually, no, sorry. There's 2 fullbacks and a tailback. They hand it off, and he's got a gaping hole. Sims gets tackled by Ponceroff past midfield, and they're approaching now into opponent territory at the 49-yard line, and it will be first down. Like you said, Pete, there's a lot of offensive line. The offensive line's really winning this game so far for Meadow Bridge.
Got to open up a hole big enough to drive a truck through on that one.
Yeah, that's for sure. They crowd the line, hand it off to Sims again. Statler meets him at the line, but Sims does fall forward. Gets a positive gain of about 5 yards, and it will be second down and 5. Wouldn't be surprised here on the next drive if they kind of load that box for Clay-Battelle.
Doesn't appear that they have any inclination to pass.
Only 4 defensive linemen. There are 2 outside. Actually, it's a 3-man defensive line front, but there's 2 outside linebackers. 1 wide receiver to the left here. They motion the tight end from left to right. Little stretch run here for Sims, and he's going to be met right there by Brady Nestor and Gunnar Price. And this will be, is this the first third down here for Meadow Bridge so far?
Yes, it is. Defense clogged that middle real well that time. Kept them from getting much of a gain.
Third down and about 3 or 4 here for the Meadow Bridge Wildcats as they're in approaching opponent territory. Tight formation. Try to get a little bit of a jump, but Sims has got some open space. He's got 1 man to beat down to the 20, 15, 10, 5, touchdown Wildcats. And Meadow Bridge takes a 6-0 lead. They overloaded the left side, just had more blockers than we had defenders.
You know, once that runner got outside, he just turned the speed on and took off.
Yep. And it results in 6 points for the Seabees. For the Wildcats. They're going to go for 2 here. And why wouldn't you if you've been moving the ball the way that they have? 2 wide receivers this time, 1 on each side. The tight end to the right. They're going to fake the handoff and pass here this time, and it's going to be thrown short. The intended receiver was the fullback. Trip rolls, and it'll be incomplete. And, Pete, that's why they've ran the ball every time, hasn't it?
It's kind of what I was thinking. That maybe that's why they run the ball.
All right, and just like that, with 1:44 left to go in the first quarter, Clay-Battelle trails by 6. We'll be right back. We'll take a quick break here, and when we come back, we'll have the rest of the first quarter here on WAJR.com.
Health works for you, for rehab and fitness too.
Keeping high school athletes healthy is something that HealthWorks Rehab and Fitness takes great pride in. That's why our certified athletic trainers work with many area schools during practice and on the sidelines during tonight's game. Unfortunately, injuries do happen in sports, at work, and at home. At HealthWorks, our goal remains the same, to get you back in action. When you need physical therapy, you need HealthWorks. HealthWorks Rehab and Fitness, Morgantown, Westover, Cheat Lake, Blacksville, Smithfield, Waynesburg, Fairmont, and Buchanan. When your body hurts, go to HealthWorks.
Our people make the difference in the way you feel each day. When your body hurts, go to HealthWorks.
This is Clay-Battelle High CB's football on WAJR.
Welcome back to Clay-Battelle Middle and High School, where the Meadowbridge Wildcats have taken a 6-0 lead over the Clay-Battelle Seabees. Kickoff is set and ready to go. A little line drive kick across the 30, goes out of bounds at about the 28-yard line, and Clay-Battelle will take over 1st and 10 at their own 35.
I think that first kickoff was on purpose because that time going out of bounds brought it to the 35. So
yeah, about a 6-yard gain there on the penalty.
Yeah.
All right, so Clay-Battelle will take over with 1:44 left to go in the opening quarter, trailing 6-0. Running game didn't really work for Clay-Battelle on that first drive, but they did get some decent passes going and got it into the red zone, but was stopped on a 4th and short. They line up in a spread formation, 2 receivers on each side. Maddox to J.C. Spears' right. Quick little pass to Josiah Morgan as he runs past the 40 down to about the 44-yard line. Line to gain was the 45, and it'll bring up 2nd down and short for Clay-Battelle. Quick passing going here for Clay-Battelle. I'm sure, Pete, that this is due to the fact that quarterback probably won't have a lot of time to throw the ball, so you got to get these quick passes off, give him some protection, and keep him clean back there.
But they do seem to be effective.
2nd down and 1 here. The hand straight snap to Maddox Shriver in a Wildcat formation. I don't know if he got anything, but looks like he did not. It'll be 3rd down and short here.
That does not seem effective.
3rd down and 1 for Clay-Battelle. 1 minute, 10 seconds left to go in the opening quarter. But, Pete, they might try it again with Maverick Gum set to take the snap. Maddox Shriver to his left. Snap is good. He runs to his left, tries to bounce to the outside, and there is nothing going. Loss on the play. And that'll bring it back to the 39-yard line. A loss of about 4, and it'll bring up 4th down and 6. And Clay-Battelle's going to have to punt it away. Spears lined back deep to punt. Nobody back deep to receive for Meadowbridge. Snap is a little high, but Spears is able to corral it. Nice little booming sky punt here that goes down to the 35. Gets a nice positive bounce across the 30 and down right at the 25-yard line of Meadowbridge. And that is where the Wildcats will take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line on their left hash. So,
not really sure why you don't put a deep man back to return the ball.
Possibly to sell out for the block. You got the ball in your own territory. Zach Hall was actually talking to me about that pregame. He said, I'd rather have nobody back deep because there's so many bad things that can happen when you have a guy trying to make a play. And when you've run the ball as easily as Meadow Bridge has, why take a risk? I formation with one receiver to the right. Little stretch run play here for Sims. And he is met, possibly for his shortest gain of the day. And that's still a gain of about 2.5 yards there, tackled by Maverick Gum and Braden Ponceroff. And that'll be the end of the first quarter here with your score, Meadow Bridge 6, Clay-Battelle 0. We'll be right back here after a short break. You are listening to Clay-Battelle CB's Football here on WAJR.com.
Morgantown is a great place to live. Hello, I'm Rob Lang, 5th-generation owner of Lang Monument, the family business. That's right, we've been here 148 years and wouldn't have wanted to be anywhere else. Most work is still done on site and guaranteed by my family. We're proud of our community and happy to provide and maintain your monuments. We offer senior discounts, Visa, MasterCard, and other financing options. Lang Monument, located on Don Knotts Boulevard, across from the Wharf District.
Hi, I'm David McCormick, owner of Omega Commercial Interiors. Did you know high school football is the most attended spectator sport in America? Seeing all those people cheering the home team got me thinking. In the bleachers, it's fun to stand and cheer, but at the office, you should sit in comfort. If your office furniture could use a new playbook, call Omega Commercial Interiors. Remember, buy local. And when you need office furniture, call us or go to OmegaCommercialInteriors.com. We're a proud West Virginia company.
This is Clay-Battelle High CB's football on WAJR.
Welcome back to Blacksville, West Virginia here, where we're at the second quarter now. Meadow Bridge has the ball in their own territory, up 6-0 on a 2nd down and 6. Tight formation here with no wide receivers, 2 fullbacks and a tailback. They hand the ball off here to the tailback Sims, and he's going to be met for a minimal gain of about 2 yards there. Tackled by Josiah Morgan and Cooper Statler.
It's good read, solid lead, plugged up the middle there. So.
Yeah. And it'll be 3rd down here for the 2nd time tonight. I said that the last time, and Sims took it about 40 yards for a touchdown.
Hopefully that's not going to happen this time.
11.5 minutes left to go in the first half. 1 wide receiver lined up to the right here. Tight end on each side and a fullback with a tailback. Tight end motions from right to left. Little stretch play here to Sims. Tackled by Gunnar Price and Maddox Shriver, and he will line up short of the sticks here on a 4th down and very short. Barely even a yard left to go. Pete, do you go for it?
Well, I mean, they really haven't shown that they can be stopped on a run, certainly for less than a yard. But they're also leading 6-0. They're in their own territory. I wouldn't, but they are.
They line up under center here with a wide receiver lined up to the left now. Hard count. QB sneak. They do get the first down.
Get the first down.
QB keeper there by Braden Thomas. It does move the sticks on a 1st down and 10. The line to gain was the 35, and he got to about the 36.5-yard line. Actually, mostly closer to the 37, so a gain of 2.5 on the play.
Probably some of the best blocking on this series was on that play.
10 minutes approaching here in the first half. Clay-Battelle trails by a score of 6-0 over the Meadow Bridge Wildcats. They have the ball at their own 37-yard line, 1st down and 10. 1 wide receiver to the right here. Motions, the tight end motions from right to left. They hand it off here on a misdirection to the fullback, and he's got some open space here as he gets passed into opponent territory down at about the 38-yard line, and a big gain there by the Wildcats as they planned the misdirection perfectly. They were waiting on Sims to kind of get that stretch play there, and they end up just doing a little handoff on the opposite side to the fullback. Trip Rolls. By the way, awesome name for a fullback there, Trip Rolls. And they will take over first down and 10 at the 39-yard line of Clay-Battelle. Same formation, one wide receiver to the right, tight end motions from right to left. Handoff to Sims. So he gets tackled. Nice arm strength there by the referee as he throws the flag there from the 50 down to about the 41 on the opposite side. Probably threw that flag close to about 20 square yards. And it'll be holding on the offense. Well, on a team that runs the ball a lot, penalties can play a big factor here as they now approach first down and 20, and they have twice as much yardage left to go as they put it very close to midfield at the Clay-Battelle 49. So now if you just stop them from minimal gains, you can get off the field here.
Well, hopefully the holding infraction was the result of getting tired before the end of the first half.
Tight formation here with no wide receivers and two fullbacks. Handed off to the fullback Rolls, and he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Stopped right there by a whole host of CBs. Maddox Shriver looked to be the initial tackler. Read that play like a book.
Yeah, that was an excellent defensive play by Clay-Battelle.
You played middle linebacker in your football days.
I did.
Bring back any memories right there, seeing Maddox Shriver make that tackle the way that he did?
No, not really. A lot of times I was spending a lot of that time like running to the outside because we played a lot of teams that like to run to the outside, unfortunately.
Second down here and 20. There is a stoppage of play by the referee, and Meadow Bridge has called a timeout. You unfortunately had to play the dynasty that was Sistersville. What were they called? What was
the Sistersville Tigers.
Sistersville. Oh, come on. That's so lame.
Yeah. And it was at the very beginning of their dynasty. We played a lot of the teams south of here, a lot of the
Wetzel County schools.
Wetzel County schools.
By the way, for those listening at home, my father, Peter Collins, is a former graduate of Pennsboro High School.
The original PHS.
Which is no longer in existence. It has been consolidated into Ritchie County High School, which is where Chance is tonight as they play Wahama. And update from them is 4:22 left to go in the first quarter. Wahama already up 27-0 over the Ritchie County Rebels. So I'm sure after this game, Chance will wish that he was here instead of there. But he is watching his daughters cheer, and we wish him nothing but the best. Second down and 20.
Haven't heard an update come out of Mount Zion yet.
You probably won't for the entire night. Play action pass here as they throw the ball. It's intercepted.
Yes.
Intercepted by Braden Ponseroff as he gets the ball into opponent territory. Just the turnover that the Clay-Battelle CBs need as they take over first and 10 at the Meadow Bridge 45-yard line. Interception made by Ponseroff. So now we know the key to stopping Meadow Bridge is themselves. Force them to pass.
That was read extremely well. Brought that pass down and a nice run after catch. Now let's get something going on offense.
All right, first down and 10 here. Spears set to take the snap in a shotgun formation. Maddox Shriver to his right. It's a straight sweep handoff here to Maddox. Gets the ball down to about the 43, 42-yard line. Gain of about 2.5 here.
Yeah, good run.
Nope, moves it back.
You're right. Oh, moved it back.
All
That
right.
reminds me of over at Wetzel County.
We won't name the school. I know what you're talking about, but we won't name the school.
The floating down marker.
7 minutes approaching here in the first half. 2nd down and 7 for the Seabees. Shotgun formation, bunch of wide receivers to the right, very close to the offensive line. Spears rolls to his right. Throw. There is a flag. There's going to be a holding call here as Braden Ponceroff gets hit very late out of bounds, and there's a flag. And that is unfortunately probably going to result in offsetting penalties here as the holding call was in the backfield. Well, I don't know if one is 15 and one is 10. Is it still
it should
offset?
It should not be. However, the last 3 weeks of my watching of West Virginia high school football, I've seen 15-yarders offset with 5-yarders. I've seen 10s and 5s offset. So I don't really understand. And quite honestly,
I guess the penalties do offset. I was going to say, since one occurred in the field of play and one occurred after the play was over, I thought that maybe it was going to be 3rd down with kind of a gain of 5.
technically that's the way that it's supposed to be, that you would march off the negative 10 yards for the holding penalty, and then you would march it 15 yards from that. That's why you can actually gain yards in a penalty exchange.
Which is what we're doing right now.
Which
So
is what we're doing now.
we are correct here. And I think it works drastically in the favor of Clay-Battelle because I think it'll still be 2nd down. It is.
Yes.
So it's a gain of 5, so that brings it from 2nd down and 7 to 2nd down and 3 here. And Clay-Battelle had to do nope, they're going to mark it for 3rd down. I'll still take the 5 yards if it's 3rd down.
Not really sure.
And now we're going to talk about it. I hear Coach Wilson over on the opposite sideline saying it's 2nd down.
Yeah. You noticed in pregame that they were calling for new referees, so maybe it's just a case of not actually knowing exactly how the rules play out. So.
We were talking about this, though. Might see Mr. Peter Collins, though, as a referee next year. All right, 3rd down. Rollout pass here to the right. Spears has to throw it away, but he does complete it to Maverick Gum, the tight end.
That's a 1st down.
And it will be a 1st down. The line to gain was the 35. He gets it to the 36. Excellent throw on the run there by Spears. And it'll be 1st down for the Seabees. 6:39 left to go in the first half. If you can get a score here, Pete, with not even 5 minutes left, you could get the ball. As long as you stop them from not scoring, I think they will trickle down because they've shown no ability to pass so far. All right, Spears lined up here with 2 wide receivers on each side. Quick little screen pass here to Ponceroff. One man between him and the sticks, and that one defender does a really good job of tackling in the open field. That is number 23, Trent Rolls, the younger brother of Trip Rolls. Trip Rolls is a sophomore. Trent Rolls is a freshman.
Wonder if they have another son named Rick. Rick Rolls.
See what I deal with at home, folks? I grew up with this for 18 years. Shotgun formation with 1 receiver lined up on each side. 2nd down and 2 here. Spears drops back to pass. He's going to throw it towards the end zone, and it is going to be incomplete, but there is a flag on the play. It'll be pass interference by Trent Rolls.
Trent Rolls.
And that will be a automatic 1st down and 15 yards for Clay-Battelle. That'll march it into the red zone.
That actually is the right thing to do as a defender. if you're beat that bad on a pass in high school football, it's much better to.
I wouldn't
commit passing
necessarily,
yards.
honestly, say that he was beat that bad.
He was pretty beat.
Okay. You're the former defender, not me. I only played Pee Wee in middle school.
That was
I got beat a lot.
That was a guaranteed touchdown.
All right, first down and 10 here from the 14-yard line of Meadow Bridge. Clay-Battelle is in striking distance. They line up under center with Maverick Gum, the fullback, and split with two running backs of Maddox Shriver and Brady Nestor. They fake the handoff, throw it to the corner of the end zone,
There
and
it
it
is.
is caught by Braden Ponceroff in the end zone. There's a flag on the play, but I don't think it's going to count. I don't think it's going to matter anything either, because the referee who threw the flag signaled touchdown. If it's going to be offensive pass interference, he should just wave his hands.
That's correct. And if it is...
And it is on the offense.
Not exactly sure how you signal a touchdown.
Yeah, you can't signal.
At the same time that you throw a flag for offensive pass interference.
Yeah. All right.
I did not see the shove off, so it's...
And that brings the ball back to where it was originally put, and it'll be first down and a mile. The line to game for the first down sticks is the 4, and the ball is placed at the 29-yard line. So, after a series of unfortunate events for Clay-Battelle, it went from first down and 10 and looking like it was going to be a possible touchdown at the 14-yard line, ends up being a pass interference play that gets called all the way back to the 29. But at the same time, though, you've been passing all night for positive yardage, and nobody's been able to really stop you. To tell you the truth, the thing that might hurt this offense of Clay-Battelle is the fact that they run out of space to run passing routes.
True, but they do have enough space to get a first down without getting a touchdown.
Yeah.
And if they do run out of space, it's going to be a first down. So after that, though, that's when it becomes a little bit more difficult to pass down inside the 5.
But at the same time, though, you would hope that if you get to the line of gain at the 4, that you could run 3 plays for 4 yards and be able to get a touchdown. All right,
Agreed.
2 receivers on each side here. Maddox Shriver to the quarterback's right. They motion Ponceroff from left to right. Spears rolls to his right, throws deep, and it's going to be out of bounds here, pressured on the play by number 22, Thomas Gibson.
Spears pass falls incomplete.
Like the intended target that time was Ponceroff.
Yeah, it was Ponceroff, but unfortunately,
I think he may have gotten a little early on the route. Otherwise, he could have come underneath the ball, and it looked like maybe it was a little strong.
that's a tough throw to make across your body, rolling to your right to throw to your right. Spears, we've been spoiled, honestly, because we've honestly seen a throw that he hasn't been able we've seen
not
no
seen
throw.
a road that he's not able to make.
Yeah. All right, second down and 24 as the play clock winds to 0, and it will be a delay of game, and 5 more yards will be tacked on in penalties. You feel like that Clay-Battelle has played a pretty clean game so far, but when they have penalties, it's just at the most inopportune times. So second down and 2 long here at the 34-yard line. Spears lines up to pass, rolls to his right, throws to Maverick Gum, and he catches it and goes out of bounds at about the 24-yard line. And it'll be third down and about 21 here for the Seabees. Once again, the line to gain is the 4-yard line. I think you try to get as many yards as you can on this, but not worry about having to get the first down here. You can go for it on four-down territory. Snap is a little high, but Spears is able to corral it. He throws it to the right. He's got Ponceroff open, and he gets it out of bounds at about the 9-yard line, and it'll be 4th down and very manageable. Spears able to take a hit and hang in there. Hands are on his knees here. He took a shot, but threw an excellent pass there.
4th down and 5 yards for Clay-Battelle.
And it'll be 4th down and 5 after a gain of 16 on the play. Timeout here by Clay-Battelle. I think that's a smart move. You got 2 timeouts left. This is probably going to be your last chance at points here if you're Clay-Battelle, unless you can get a 3-and-out on Meadowbridge, but you've shown no signs of being able to stop that. So we'll see what they do here.
The thing to keep in mind is that you don't have to have a touchdown on this play.
Correct.
You can get a first down.
Would you run those little screen passes that you've ran so far?
Yeah. That's what I would do. I mean, we've been very successful with those short screens out to
Josiah Morgan.
Yep. And it appears that they seem to be weaker on what is our right side than the left side. That last pass went to the left. However, at the same time, the defender was very well aware of where the first down marker was and where the end zone was, versus on the right-hand side where we've had a couple good halfback screens, that were fullback screens that were available.
Well, we'll keep an eye on that. Spears is lined up under center here with Brady Nestor, the tailback in the backfield, Maddox Shriver to his right. They motion Maverick Gum from right to left. Little play-action pass here, but he is going to be sacked in the backfield. No protection there on that right side. And Meadowbridge will take over on a turnover on downs at their own 20-yard line. Play just blew up there in Spears' face.
It looked like that they were taking Ponzeroff and running on a counter coming back towards the right-hand side of the end zone. So had that not collapsed instantly, I think the play was there. So that's promising.
5 minutes and 15 seconds here in the first half. Clay-Battelle trails by 6. One wide receiver to the right here for the Wildcats. Tight end on the right motions to the left. Handoff is to the left to Sims. Sims gets muscled for a loss on the play by Maverick Gum. And that is the first negative play for Meadowbridge so far offensively.
That wasn't a penalty.
Yeah, that wasn't a penalty, of course. So the defense really growing into this game that we've seen over time.
It's a lot easier to defend on this side of the midfield stripe than it is on the downhill side. So, but always look for positive things as you go into halftime.
All right, they are going to hand it off to Sims, and he is met in the backfield again.
That was big 66.
Yeah, and I don't have a 66 on my roster. So it's probably one of those converted offensive linemen. Actually, no, I think that might have been.
Maybe it was 65.
Yeah, if it was 65, that is Brody Willard.
Yeah. And he had excellent penetration, made that first hit, and then the other two guys took over.
All right, 3rd down and 13 here for the Meadowbridge Wildcats. Let's see if they run it here. They will run it to Sims, and he is going to be met at the original line of scrimmage down at the 19-yard line. You can take a timeout.
Yeah.
And
you might get the ball back.
And get the ball back, but it doesn't look like they're going to call actually a timeout at all. They'll take it. However, Pete, I've seen us score in 30 seconds, so time is not always the worst thing against Clay-Battelle. Ponteroff is the man back deep to receive at the Meadow Bridge 48-yard line. Let's see if this guy has the leg to get it there. This will be the first punt for Meadow Bridge. The man back to punt is number 58, Tucker Pugh. Snap is good. Lays a little line drive kick across the 50, across the 40, gets a nice good bounce as it's going to roll across the 35, and Clay-Battelle will take over at their own 31-yard line. So the punt ends up being pretty good for Meadow Bridge, but you got to say that is obviously the best defensive series that we've seen so far for Clay-Battelle. And,
first 3 and out.
And you like to see them grow into the game and possibly take over in the second half.
And it could have been demoralizing, turning the ball over on downs, on a sack, and then come in on defense and make a stand and get the ball back before halftime. That's the way to go into the locker room.
All right, first down and 10 here for Clay-Battelle. Trips receivers to the left, one to the right. That's Dakota Walls. Quick little screen pass to Braden Ponceroff as he gets a positive gain and runs out of bounds. Clock will stop at 2:34 with a second down, gain of about, I want to say 4 or 3 on the play. 3. And it'll be second down and 7 here for Clay-Battelle. Once again, clock stop with 2:34 left. Ball is on the left hash. The Clay-Battelle's left hash. Ponceroff is the man back to take the snap. 2 wide receivers to the right. Ponceroff rolls to his right. He's going to get pressure here. Throws a little sidearm pass, and Josiah Morgan tries to corral it with one hand, and it is incomplete. Good effort there by Morgan, and he lands hard on that turf. A little slow to get up there, but to tell you the truth, good job there by both players to try to make something out of absolutely nothing. It'll be third down and 6. Clock is stopped now with 2:27 left to go in the first half. They motion Dakota Walls in for Brady Nestor. Josiah Morgan, Ponceroff, and Walls, the receivers, to the right. Maddox Shriver also to Spears' right. Spears rolls to his right, throws it to Josiah Morgan, but it's in the dirt and an incomplete pass, and that'll bring up fourth down and 7. So you'll line up to punt here for the Seabees. Once again, if nobody's back deep, and now finally somebody does go back deep, it is Trent Rolls.
Really surprised that they're actually, I would have went for the block.
And there's going to be a flag
Yep.
as Trent Rolls goes back to return it here. He's got some open space and gets tripped up by Brady Nestor at the 40 and falls forward.
Running
However,
into the kicker.
Is it going to be running or roughing? Because if it's running, it's only 5 yards, and you still have to go fourth down.
Yep.
If it's roughing, you get 15 yards and an automatic first down. And it looks like it's going to be running into the kicker, so that's only going to be a 5-yard penalty. It'll be fourth down and 3.
How many timeouts you have? 2?
Meadowbridge has 2. You have 1. I would go on a hard count, try to draw them off sides. They are going to punt it away. Nice little booming end-over-end kick as Rolls looked like he might receive it, but Gunnar Price was in hot pursuit there, and the ball goes down at the 21-yard line. So unfortunate that you're not able to get points on that drive, but
Kind of surprised that maybe didn't try a deep route. Stay with the offense and run a deep route that's as good as a punt if it's intercepted.
You could just bat it down, and then they take over an opponent territory.
Right.
With 1:59 left to go, I think the smart way is to play field position there. With the way that their offense has ran, you go into the locker room down 6-0. Your defense seems to be playing a lot better. Just make some halftime adjustments here and go to the locker room. One wide receiver to the right here. Offensive line jumps off.
There we go.
And it'll be a false start there. That was number 55, Tucker Pugh. And they move the ball back 5 yards inside their own 20 down to about the 16-yard line. So it'll be first down and 15 here for the Wildcats, deep into their own territory with 1:59 left to go. Both of the passes here have been incomplete and a turnover here, so I guess you do have one completion. But it is a handoff here to Rolls, and he gets a big gain here down to the 40. Across the 40, actually down to about the 41. Clock will stop to reset the chains. With 1:51 left to go, now the clock needs to roll as the referee signals. So this is what goes unfortunate here if you are Meadowbridge, because you're really one-dimensional on offense and not able to go against the clock here. As they hand it off to Sims. Sims gets across the 45 down to about the 46. And Meadowbridge takes a timeout. We'll take a timeout with them here. Quick 30-second break. You are listening to Clay-Battelle CB Football here on WAJR.com.
The Insurance Centers is not just home and auto. We're home, auto, group health, life, business, and so much more. If you need insurance of any type and would like to build a lasting professional relationship with a local agent, call the office nearest you or visit us online today at insurancecenters.com. The Insurance Centers, where serving you is our best policy. In Morgantown, Westover, Kingwood, Terra Alta, Brewston Mills, and Fairchance, Pennsylvania.
This is Clay-Battelle.
Health works for you, for rehab and fitness too.
When you attend football games, do you rush to get a seat at the back of the bleachers for back support? Back pain is a common problem and can often be relieved with physical therapy treatments. If you have back pain, see your doctor and ask for a physical therapy prescription. Then see the physical therapy professionals at HealthWorks. With 9 nearby locations, finding quality care doesn't need to be a headache. HealthWorks Rehab and Fitness, Morgantown, Westover, Cheat Lake, Blacksville, Smithfield, Waynesburg, Fairmont, and Buchanan. When your body hurts, go to HealthWorks.
Hey, your future is calling.
Welcome back to Clay-Battelle High School, where Meadowbridge is set to take over on a 2nd down and 5 situation. They hand it off to the fullback Rolls as he gets some space to run, and he's going to be across opponent territory down to about the 38-yard line. And, Pete, I said this offense was one-dimensional, but they're churning yards at will. You may not even need that much time. And there's a big difference between going down by 2 scores and going by 1 with how this game has gone so far. Limited possessions, especially with the way the offense of Meadowbridge runs. Fumbled snap, and the quarterback somehow gets an ability to run as he gets very close to the sticks. However, there is a flag at the line of scrimmage, and there will probably be a holding call on the offensive line. And it is holding on the offense, so that'll back them up 10 yards. Very close to midfield here. And I believe the clock will run again once the referee resets it.
Yeah.
Clock now winds. 55 seconds left to go in this game. Tight formation with one wide receiver to the right. They hand it off to the fullback. And Cooper Statler wraps him from behind, and he is going nowhere. Well, he might have gone a little bit forward. Gain of a yard on the play, and Meadowbridge uses their final timeout with 35.5 seconds left. Unless you're going to pass here, which, to tell you the truth, I don't feel that confident in Meadowbridge, I'm not so sure I just wouldn't run the ball here and be content going into the half with the lead. You do get the ball back to start the second half as well.
Yeah, you don't want to risk turning the ball over. And their one pass attempt was abysmal. What do you say?
Two pass attempts, one on the two-point conversion.
Yeah.
That was abysmal. And the second pass attempt was at least a catch, but it was completed to the wrong team.
Yes. Yeah.
Not abysmal if you're a Seabees fan. 35.5 seconds left. The ball is placed at the far right hash. Meadowbridge working from our right to left. Ball is placed at the 46-yard line of Clay-Battelle. So you're going to have to get 46 yards to get into the end zone here. It is second down. So you could probably call two plays in the huddle here, do a quick run, and maybe do a pass. Or the other way around. You call a pass. If nothing's there, throw it incomplete, and then run it. See what they do here. There's a false start. The wide receiver jumped. Number 34. They have an interesting hard count. When the tight end goes in motion, he says hut to try and draw the defense off sides. Yet the guy who's been used to it all year, the wide receiver, ends up jumping on a false start.
Yeah.
All right, back it up 5 more yards. Now they're in opposing territory, their own territory here. Toss play here to Sims. Sims has got some room to work. Breaks a couple of tackles here. Just absolutely getting mauled by the Clay-Battelle defense.
But the clock is ticking down.
Yep, he is running out. He did not get out of bounds here as we approach 15.
Did not get a first down, so
it is third down and 10. They're going to run another play here. This will probably be the final play of the first half, as I'm not sure exactly what that was. I didn't see if he had trouble with the snap, but that is going to be the end of the first half here. With your score, Meadowbridge 6, Clay-Battelle nothing. We'll take a little bit more of an extended break and come back here with the halftime report. You're listening to Clay-Battelle CB Football here on WAJR.com.
Hi, Josh Heinerman here with Advanced HVAC and Plumbing, the area's only factory-authorized Carrier dealer. You can tell when it's time to clean your kitchen, but do you know when it's time to clean your air ducts? Just think of all the dust and allergens that have been piling up for all those years. But breathe easy. Advanced is now offering you $150 off any duct cleaning project in September. A cleaner home is just a call or text away. 304-598-9030. Carrier, turn to the experts and turn to Advanced.
Works for you, for rehab and fitness too.
When you attend football games, do you rush to get a seat at the back of the bleachers for back support? Back pain is a common problem and can often be relieved with physical therapy treatments. If you have back pain, see your doctor and ask for a physical therapy prescription. Then see the physical therapy professionals at HealthWorks. With 9 nearby locations, finding quality care doesn't need to be a headache. HealthWorks Rehab and Fitness, Morgantown, Westover, Cheat Lake, Blacksville, Smithfield, Waynesburg, Fairmont, and Buchanan. When your body hurts, go to HealthWorks.
Our people make the difference in the way you feel each day. When your body hurts, go to HealthWorks.
Josh Heinerman here from Advanced HVAC and Plumbing. After 20 years in business, we've learned a few things. Focus on the customer experience and always stand by your product. That's why Advanced HVAC and Plumbing is now offering a 10-year warranty on parts and labor for all new Carrier heating and cooling systems. We trust our products so much that we will stand by it for 10 years. Carrier, turn to the experts and turn to Advanced.
You need an answer now, but the doctor's office is taking their sweet time. Lab work is the least of their worries, but it's a priority at Horizon Medical Technologies. Drug testing, DNA testing, virus testing, you name it, and Horizon can get you accurate results fast. The next time you need answers, choose Express Testing. Express results. Choose Horizon Medical Technologies online at horizonmedtech.com.
Hi, I'm David McCormick, owner of Omega Commercial Interiors. Did you know high school football is the most attended spectator sport in America? Seeing all those people cheering the home team got me thinking. In the bleachers, it's fun to stand and cheer, but at the office, you should sit in comfort. If your office furniture could use a new playbook, call Omega Commercial Interiors. Remember, buy local. And when you need office furniture, call us or go to OmegaCommercialInteriors.com. We're a proud West Virginia company.
Hi, Josh Heinerman here with Advanced HVAC and Plumbing, the area's only factory-authorized Carrier dealer. Here at Advanced, we try to stay one step ahead. Even though you might not be thinking of cooler weather, we want to remind you to get your heating system serviced before you need it. Our team services all makes and models of heating systems. We aren't leaving anyone out in the cold. Schedule your checkout now at 304-598-9030. Carrier, turn to the experts and turn to Advanced.
Works for you, for rehab and fitness too.
Keeping high school athletes healthy is something that HealthWorks Rehab and Fitness takes great pride in. That's why our certified athletic trainers work with many area schools during practice and on the sidelines during tonight's game. Unfortunately, injuries do happen in sports, at work, and at home. At HealthWorks, our goal remains the same, to get you back in action. When you need physical therapy, you need HealthWorks. HealthWorks Rehab and Fitness, Morgantown, Westover, Cheat Lake, Blacksville, Smithfield, Waynesburg, Fairmont, and Buchanan. When your body hurts, go to HealthWorks.
Our people make the difference in the way you feel each day. When your body hurts, go to HealthWorks.
This is Clay-Battelle High CB's football on WHAR.
Welcome back to Clay-Battelle High School, where we are at halftime ceremonies. It is homecoming here tonight, as the Clay-Battelle CBs are trailing to the Meadow Bridge Wildcats by a score of 6-0. Halftime report is sponsored by the Mon Health System. Feel the difference. And, Pete, I believe you have some first half stats for us so far.
The easy thing to do first is rushing. We have 4 rushes for a total of -4 yards.
That's not good.
No, I'm sorry, -1 yard.
We did have a negative
Yeah,
yard
we had a
rush.
-4 run and a positive 3. And so we end up with -1 yards rushing on 4 rushes. But on a positive note is receiving, 69 yards receiving. Morgan has 3 catches for 39 yards. Gum has 2 catches for 13 yards. Shriver has 2 catches for 10 yards, and Ponsaroff has 1 catch for 3 yards.
Would have been more if he didn't get called for offensive pass interference.
That's true, and that was actually pretty late. So, I expect more from him in the second half as far as receiving goes. I think, what I saw in the first half is that, in the first quarter, CB struggled quite a bit on defense, trying to defend the run. And that got better as time went on. And, you know, it wasn't until late there in the second quarter when they had to play, you know, more of a prevent unit that they really were able to gain a lot of yards. Had their first 3 and out there midway through the second quarter.
Yeah.
So.
And also, we're winning the turnover game. You know, you got 1 turnover to none. You've been taking care of the ball.
Yeah.
Unless you want to count turnover on downs, which I don't. But 2 turnovers on downs for the Clay-Battelle Seabees, both in the red zone. I think that's probably what hurts the worst. Not saying that if you had a kicker, it'd be tied. I mean, let's be real here in single-A high school football. Not everybody's going to have a kicker, but those are the first half stats, sponsored by Omega Commercial Interiors for office furniture. Buy local at Omega in Morgantown and in Charleston. What do you say we take a look at some scores that's going on around the state?
Sure.
Shall we start with single A, or do you want to start with triple A?
Let's start with triple A.
All right, triple A, Oak Glen taking on Brook. That score is scoreless in the second quarter. Bridgeport taking on Parkersburg South, and Bridgeport leads by a score of 14-7 in the second quarter. Musselman and Cabell Midland are at halftime, and Cabell Midland is leading 28-7. A couple of scoreless games, Woodrow Wilson and Huntington, Hurricane and Princeton. Double A Frankfort is up on Triple A Spring Mills at Spring Mills 10-7. That would be a huge win for Frankfort if you're able to get some AAA bonus points there over Spring Mills, who's also a ranked team in AAA. They're at the number 5 seed. Number 7, Martinsburg. You won't be saying that for much longer at number 7. But they lead Washington 45-0 in the first quarter. You got to feel bad for the Washington High School. But at least they had the cojones, I guess you could say, to take on Martinsburg.
Yeah.
Buchanan Upshur leads Double-A Lewis County 13-0 at halftime. Oak Hill and Greenbrier East at scoreless. East Hardy and Hampshire scoreless. Wait, is East Hardy a single-A side taking on a triple-A Hampshire side?
It appears that that's what that is. And
has that ever happened? I can't remember in recent memory if that's ever happened.
What, a single-A take on a triple-A?
I guess... Okay, public school. Has that ever happened? A single-A public school.
Williamstown plays Marietta every year.
Marietta is not a AAA school.
They are listed by the state of West Virginia as a AAA school.
I understand that, but they are not a West Virginia AAA school. All right, Hedgesville is losing to Liberty in Maryland 21-0 at halftime. Clay County and AA taking on AAA Lincoln County. They trail 14-0 over Lincoln County at the second quarter. Ripley and St. Albans scoreless. Capital is currently losing to Riverside 14-7. Moving on to AA now. Kaiser is taking on AAA John Marshall, and they lead the Monarchs 14-7 in the second quarter. North Marion took on Elkins yesterday, and they won by a score of 49-14. Morgantown, AAA Morgantown taking on Fairmont Senior. They lead 14-7 at halftime. East Fairmont also took on Philip Barber yesterday, and East Fairmont won 46-36 over Philip Barber. Mingo Central and Point Pleasant currently scoreless. Winfield is up on Polka 28-0. Weir is currently scoreless with Martins Ferry, Ohio. Wayne and Herbert Hoover are currently tied at 14. Herbert Hoover started out the season 0-2, but has bounced back and gone on a 4-game win streak, but they currently are tied with 2-3 Wayne at 14. Liberty Harrison and Berkeley Springs scoreless. Nitro taking on Buffalo Putnam in single A winless Buffalo Putnam single A side, and Nitro, as you would expect, is leading 41-12. Pikeview taking on Bluefield. West Side, and that game is scoreless. Independence currently leading over West Side 35-0. Lincoln over Robert C. Byrd 14-0 at halftime. We move on to single A. Tug Valley and Riverview are scoreless. James Monroe and Greenbrier West currently tied at 8 in the second quarter. That's the Metro News Class A game of the week. Old Williamstown, the alma mater of me and the current residents of Mr. Peter Collins, they lead 49-0 at halftime over Calhoun. Pete, would you expect anything different?
No, I would not. If you were interested to know at all, the starting quarterback, Max Malessa, he traveled with the team but did not dress.
Yeah, I wouldn't have expected him to play. Even if he was 100%, I probably wouldn't have expected him to play. Tucker County taking on Moorfield, and Tucker County leads by a score of 14-7. Shady Spring AA is currently leading over single A side Man 7-0 in the first quarter. Montcalm took on Phelps, Kentucky, and they won that game yesterday 50-0. Wahama up on Ritchie County 40-6 in the second quarter. That's the game that my color commentator Chance Collins is at, so you know that he is really enjoying himself. St. Mary's up on Webster County 32-0 in the second quarter. A scoreless game between Tyler Consolidated and Tulsa. Valley, Wetzel, and Cameron, both teams have 4 wins. Valley Wetzel has a record of 4-2. Cameron a record of 4-1. That game scoreless in the first quarter. We'll take on Cameron next week at Cameron. Doddridge County up on South Harrison 13-0 at halftime. Payton City 4-1. Payton City, 16 seed in the playoffs, is currently up on 100 22-8 at halftime. Your score here, of course, Meadow Bridge 6, Clay-Battelle 0. Magnolia and Frontier, Ohio, currently scoreless in the first quarter. Bellsville, Ohio, currently trailing to the Madonna Blue Hens 16-0 in the second quarter. Midland Trail up on Liberty Raleigh AA side 29-0. Tigers Valley and Pendleton County scoreless. Petersburg is up 42-0 on Pocahontas County at halftime, and then a few more scoreless games as well. So, Pete, does anything stand out to you tonight?
I think that it's just a matter of time before we can break a long pass play. I've been real pleased with.
I'm meaning
with
on the scoreboard.
Oh, on the scoreboard. No real surprises there. We're far enough along in the season that
nothing really surprises you.
Everybody's really kind of shown their hand already. I continue to be surprised by Wahama, that they just continue to win, and they continue to
win handily.
Yeah, put a lot of points on the board. And it appears that the other 2 Wood County teams, Parkersburg South and Parkersburg, all they're interested in doing is just going out and winning one week and losing the next. So it's
I don't think PHS is playing tonight. I think they're having a bye week, so they can take a week off from being inconsistent. Yeah. But I mean, Bridgeport is a good side over in AAA, and they're only trailing by a touchdown. We know how that offense works over in Bridgeport. You get limited few possessions over there, and it is on the road. So we'll be the thing that's standing out to me is that this game seems to be living up to the hype of Greenbrier West and James Monroe, 2 teams that I think could threaten Williamstown from winning another state title again this year. And Greenbrier, I wanted to see how Greenbrier West can stack up against another good team, especially in the eastern side of the state, and James Monroe, a 2 pair of undefeated teams. And that game's living up to the hype, and it's a game in the trenches. I would expect both teams do a lot of running. It's probably going to be the quickest game that you would ever see in your life.
There's a lot of people were looking at this game and saying that this is the game that's really going to show who down south is the more capable team of challenging, for a state title. What I don't think that people figure into this game is that, everybody is saying that Greenbrier West is being challenged for the first time by James Monroe, when James Monroe has not really been challenged much to this point either. They opened with Wheeling Central, but at the same time,
Wheeling Central's
we
not
don't know what it's not the same Wheeling Central that it has been in years past. So we're about to find out what the Southern schools really have as we get down to the stretch here, and they start and the teams with more wins start playing each other. It's like Williamstown's schedule is that they're to the point now where they're actually going to play teams with more of a winning record than have been in the past. So.
Yeah. All right. We'll take a break here as we're approaching 3 minutes. Actually, just under 4 minutes left to go here on the halftime clock. We'll take a break, and when we come back, we'll have the second half of action here on WAJR.com.
Hiring and dedicated to helping you find the best fit for a life-work balance. Think about that. Life-work, not work-life. Your life is important to us. Personal growth opportunities, sign-on bonuses, free on-site parking, and a robust employee assistance program with wellness coaching, childcare resources, and 24/7 mental health support. Are you ready to take the next step toward a better future? Visit monhealth.com/careers to apply today.
Ever take a moment to glance at the ball field fence and see the name Insurance Centers? It's not about the unlimited concession stand popcorn that comes with a sponsorship. It's about an investment. The Insurance Centers consistently sponsors area schools, youth sports programs, agriculture, first responders, and veterans. It's our investment in the future of those communities. So when you're cheering for your local team, just know the Insurance Centers is right there with you. Online at insurancecenters.com. The Insurance Centers is not just home and auto. We're home, auto, group health, life, business, and so much more. If you need insurance of any type and would like to build a lasting professional relationship with a local agent, call the office nearest you or visit us online today at insurancecenters.com. The Insurance Centers, where serving you is our best policy. In Morgantown, Westover, Kingwood, Terra Alta, Brewston Mills, and Fairchance, Pennsylvania.
Morgantown is a great place to live. Hello, I'm Rob Lang, fifth-generation owner of Lang Monument, the family business. That's right, we've been here 148 years and wouldn't have wanted to be anywhere else. Most work is still done on site and guaranteed by my family. We're proud of our community and happy to provide and maintain your monuments. We offer senior discounts, Visa, MasterCard, and other financing options. Lang Monument, located on Don Knotts Boulevard, across from the Wharf District.
Ever feel that your only defense against an accident still leaves you vulnerable? Go on offense. The Insurance Centers lineup is stacked with 70 different carriers to fit your specific needs. During business hours, our local agents answer the phone when you call. No automated phone attendants with scripted playbooks. Don't let an accident knock you out of the game. Visit the Insurance Centers in Morgantown, Brewston Mills, Fairchance, Kingwood, Terra Alta, and Westover. Online at insurancecenters.com.
Hi, Josh Heinerman here with Advanced HVAC and Plumbing, the area's only factory authorized carrier dealer. You can tell when it's time to clean your kitchen, but do you know when it's time to clean your air ducts? Just think of all the dust and allergens that have been piling up for all those years. But breathe easy. Advanced is now offering you $150 off any duct cleaning project in September. A cleaner home is just a call or text away. 304-598-9030. Carrier, turn to the experts and turn to Advanced.
Would you hand the keys to your car to anyone on the street? Then why would you hand the keys to your business to someone you just met for an interview? Horizon Medical Technologies can take that worry away. With comprehensive employee validation, Horizon will provide an in-depth background check and drug screening for any new hire. Learn more at horizonmedtech.com or visit the office at the Mountaineer Mall. Horizon Medical Technologies. Express testing. Express results.
Insurance Centers is not like other agencies. We're an independent agency with over 70 insurance carriers to ensure you get the best coverage for the best price. With locations in Morgantown, Westover, Kingwood, Terra Alta, Brewston Mills, and Fairchance, Pennsylvania, our friendly professionals are here to meet all your insurance needs. For the office nearest you, visit us online at insurancecenters.com. The Insurance Centers, where serving you is our best policy.
With over 75 years of dedication to our local community, Mon Health has been delivering babies for generations. Our state-of-the-art family birth center provides an intimate atmosphere that accommodates all birth plan options. Private birthing suites, a dedicated postpartum depression program, and the best of care in a family setting. Visit monhealth.com/OBGYN to learn more. Choose Mon Health, the first baby-friendly hospital in West Virginia. Feel the difference.
Hi, Josh Heinerman here with Advanced HVAC and Plumbing, the area's only factory-authorized Carrier dealer. Here at Advanced, we try to stay one step ahead. Even though you might not be thinking of cooler weather, we want to remind you to get your heating system serviced before you need it. Our team services all makes and models of heating systems. We aren't leaving anyone out in the cold. Schedule your checkup now at 304-598-9030. Carrier, turn to the experts and turn to Advanced.
With over 75 years of dedication to our local community, Mon Health has been delivering babies for generations. Our state-of-the-art family birth center provides an intimate atmosphere that accommodates all birth plan options. Private birthing suites, a dedicated postpartum depression program, and the best of care in a family setting. Visit monhealth.com/OBGYN to learn more. Choose Mon Health, the first baby-friendly hospital in West Virginia. Feel the difference.
Morgantown is a great place to live. Hello, I'm Rob Lang, fifth-generation owner of Lang Monument, the family business. That's right, we've been here 148 years and wouldn't have wanted to be anywhere else. Most work is still done on site and guaranteed by my family. We're proud of our community and happy to provide and maintain your monuments. We offer senior discounts, Visa, MasterCard, and other financing options. Lang Monument, located on Don Knotts Boulevard, across from the Wharf District.
Hi, it's Peggy Lovio from Omega Commercial Interiors. Friday night touchdowns keep you on your feet, but when it comes to office furniture, Omega's got the perfect seat. High school football is all about community supporting our local teams. At Omega, let our team support your office furniture needs. Remember, buy local, and when you need office furniture, call us or go to OmegaCommercialInteriors.com. We're a proud West Virginia company in Morgantown and Charleston.
Hi, I'm David McCormick, owner of Omega Commercial Interiors. Did you know high school football is the most attended spectator sport in America? Seeing all those people cheering the home team got me thinking. In the bleachers, it's fun to stand and cheer, but at the office, you should sit in comfort. If your office furniture could use a new playbook, call Omega Commercial Interiors. Remember, buy local. And when you need office furniture, call us or go to OmegaCommercialInteriors.com. We're a proud West Virginia company.
Reimagine every adventure, every terrain, every incredible memory. The Yamaha Wolverine family of side-by-side vehicles helps you reimagine off-road capability, comfort, and confidence with the Wolverine R-Max 2 and 41000. Recreation meets sport and maximum power meets maximum comfort and versatility. See the complete lineup of Yamahas at Morgantown Power Sports on the Mile Ground or MorgantownPowersports.com. Always wear your seatbelt, helmet, eye protection, and protective clothing. Read owner handle before operation.
This is Clay-Battelle High CB's football on WAJR.
Welcome back to the second half of action as we are getting set and ready to go between the Meadow Bridge Wildcats and the Clay-Battelle Seabees. Clay-Battelle currently trailing by a score of 6-0, with the Meadow Bridge Wildcats set to receive the second half kickoff. As I had to hustle back here to use the restroom right before the second half. So, Pete, let me ask you this. You've seen both sides kind of really find their footing in each aspect of the game. Do you expect possibly conditioning to maybe play a factor in this game? Because it seems like the Seabees kind of had more power coming into halftime as they did, as opposed to Meadowbridge.
I agree. The CBs looked like that they were a better conditioned team, performing better in the latter part of the second quarter, whereas Meadowbridge appeared to be running out of steam. I also think that with a full half, with 2 quarters under our belt, that the CBs have a better understanding of what they're facing offensively on defense, and they also have had a good look at the Meadowbridge defense as to what they can do possibly to.
The second half kickoff is away, and Braden Ponseroff was the one who kicked off for the CBs, and he kicked it straight to the guy that was closest to him in number 58. That was Blake Bennett. The offensive lineman had some pretty decent hands there.
I was impressed.
Most guys that would have bounced right off of him, and Clay-Battelle might have gotten the ball back.
Yeah, if your number is over 50, normally you don't have hands like that. So.
All right. Meadowbridge takes over with their best field position yet in opponent territory at the 49 as they hand the ball off to Sims. Sims gets across the first down marker, and he is in a foot race here as he is going to go into the end zone. Touchdown, Meadowbridge. And just like that, it is a 2-score lead for the Wildcats. It seemed like that play was stopped, but he just kept on going, and there was nobody really at the second level to stop him.
It also appeared to me that it was almost identical to the last scoring play. I mean, not only in the play being the same, but it went down the same side of the field. He went into the same corner.
Probably the same amount of yardage as well.
Yes.
All right, with that, the Meadowbridge Wildcats will take a 12-0 lead. Extra point pending here as they will go for 2. 1 wide receiver to the right. Snap is a play-action pass here. This time it is complete to the fullback, and he gets in for the 2-point conversion. And the Meadowbridge Wildcats take a 14-0 lead over the Clay-Battelle CBs. 11:44 left to go here in the third quarter. So not even 20 seconds off the game clock here, and you're going to need to get a couple of scores, which you haven't really shown all night if you're Clay-Battelle, and force a stop, which you've only shown maybe a couple times.
However, at the same time, they do have plenty, with only 20 seconds gone, they have plenty of time to do that. So it's a matter now of, executing a game plan that allows.
And you've been in this position before. You've played a lot of close games as well. All right, let's see how this kickoff goes, because Meadowbridge has been very interesting here on kickoff so far.
Well, both of them have been out of bounds.
Yes. As they get set and ready to go. Kickoff is away. This is going to be returnable here for Maverick Gum as he takes it about the 25-yard line, tight ropes the sideline, gets across the 35 down to about the 36. And it was worth returning for sure.
And good field position to start our first possession.
If you can score quickly here, for sure this game is not out of reach.
No.
But at the same time, though, the most important aspect, even if you have an effective pass game, you need to get protection for J.C. Spears. Twins wide receivers to the right here, Josiah Morgan and Ponseroff. Maddox to the quarterback's right. Spears rolls to his right, throws it to Morgan, and it is incomplete as the fog starts rolling in here.
Spears pass to Morgan is incomplete.
And that'll bring up second down and 10 here for Clay-Battelle.
Second and 10 for the Seabees.
Same formation here. Maddox to J.C. Spears' right. 2 wide receivers to the right. Spears takes a pass and rolls to his right, and he's just going to throw this one away. Hurried on the play by number 58, Blake Bennett. And that will bring up 3rd down and 10. Clay-Battelle has, this is their first series on offense with 11:25 left to go in the 3rd quarter. Meadowbridge took their first series in for a touchdown, a long running play. 2 wide receivers on each side here. Maddox to the quarterback's right. They motion Ponceroff from left to right as they throw a screen play to him. I don't think he knew that the ball was there, and it falls incomplete, and Clay-Battelle will go 3 and out here.
There's a little bit of fog coming
Yeah, I
in.
was about to say, I wonder if he just couldn't see the ball because of the fog.
It's in that area where the ball was thrown. It's pretty foggy right
Yeah, it's foggy on the far sideline. Clay-Battelle's working from our right to left. Spears, straight drop back here. Nice booming punt here as it goes across the 30 down to about, it looks like it'll go to about the 25. And that is where Meadowbridge will take over 1st and 10. So 3 plays, 3 incompletions here for Clay-Battelle. Not what you want to do to start on offense, but we'll see what they can do here on this defensive series. A lot more yardage here for Meadowbridge to be done. Can definitely force a turnover here.
Yeah, the field position last series for Meadowbridge definitely worked in their favor. Now they've got a much longer field to deal with.
Offense breaks the huddle here. The wide receiver is to the right. Tight end on each side. Handoff here to 8. But he cuts back to his left, and he's got some open space here. This might be another touchdown. Yep, he's in a foot race here. The only thing he can do is run out of gas. 20, 10, 5, touchdown Meadowbridge. 2 plays, 2 touchdowns for the Wildcats. And there is an injured CB down on the field. Looks to be another lineman. And things have really fallen apart here for Clay-Battelle as they're now down 3 scores with a 20-0 deficit over the Meadowbridge Wildcats.
I believe that was the same play again.
Well, it was to the opposite side, but the thing is the play was originally designed to the right, and he had good vision there, and he bounced back to the left side. And Clay-Battelle's doing the right thing. They're overloading the side that he's running to, but the problem is that left a gaping hole to the strong side of the field.
Plus he's got good vision.
Yeah. So.
Even though it's foggy.
It's easy to run when you have the ball in your hands and you can just go.
I guess so.
10:50 left to go here in the 3rd quarter as there's an injured player down for the Seabees. Clay-Battelle trails by a score of 20-0.
Didn't you have a foggy game here once before this season?
I can't say it was this bad.
Really?
Yeah. I can't say it was really ever this bad. I mean, it at first glance, it really doesn't seem like it's that bad, but I got to imagine down there on the field that it's a lot worse. Because once again,
I've played in fog before.
Yeah.
This field is, the layout is identical. to Pennsboro's field. Little creek running back behind on the far sideline, and every once in a while a little fog bank would roll in.
And Maddox Shriver is the one down here. He's dealt with dislocated shoulder through most of this year. You can tell he's in pain as he walks back to the sideline.
But he is under his own power,
yeah.
So that's good.
Coach Wilson and the head trainer out there to see how he's doing. Injuries have really plagued this team so far. I mean, you lost Zach Hall, possibly your best playmaker on offense. He'll be back in a couple of weeks. Easton Rowan, a big figure on that offensive line. He's in a boot and crutches. Maddox Shriver has dealt with the dislocated shoulder throughout this year. Brendan Baker, a promising sophomore linebacker, he's out for the year with a broken ankle, as we'll go for the two-point conversion here. Same play action pass, thrown to the fullback.
Good
Short,
coverage.
though. Good coverage
coverage
there by Brady Nestor. And the two-point conversion is no good, so it's a 20-0 lead for the Meadowbridge Wildcats. And so, like I say, back to the injuries. Zach Hall, Easton Rowan, Brendan Baker out for the year with a broken ankle. Off the top of my head, those are the most significant injuries. And, I mean, we're more than halfway through the season here, and you're a team of 25 players. So this injuries are always going to play a factor on these smaller schools more than they are on bigger schools, because these interior guys are playing both ways, and you fall, you get stepped on, you're playing the biggest guys on the team. This Meadowbridge side is a lot better than their record indicates. As the kickoff is getting ready and set to go.
So for a good return?
Yep. That injury really took the air out of this crowd, unfortunately. Fog continues to roll in here as the kickoff is away. Looks like they're going to boot this one deep here again to Maverick Gum as he slips but is able to keep his own 2 feet going. Gets across 35 down to about the 37. And that is where Clay-Battelle will take over, actually at their own 39-yard line. And that'll bring up first down and 10 for the Seabees. So, Pete, do you continue to try and do what you're doing, maybe try to establish the run game, or do you think there's just not really enough time here and you got to keep the passing game going?
I think this first set of downs here, I wouldn't totally give up on the run yet. Still a fair amount of time left.
Well, they are going to pass here. They're going to throw a deep shot here to Braden Ponseroff. He's got the man beaten.
Yes.
He catches it, but he tiptoes out of bounds. He had the footing there to go towards the end zone, but he did step out of bounds. A nice gain there by Braden Ponseroff down to the 29-yard line, and the field flips. First big play of the night here, really, by the Seabees.
That was
First and 10 for the Seabees.
10, 20, 30.
32-yard pass completion there to Braden Ponseroff. Tyson Price is the running back in the backfield to J.C. Spears' right. One tight end to the left and a wide receiver on each side. Same play here. They're going to throw it towards the end zone, and Ponseroff got it for a touchdown.
Touchdown,
Seabees on the board. All right. Showed some promise there on offense, going over the top, getting that deep passing play going. 2 plays in a row, same play, goes for about 61 yards on 2 plays for a touchdown. Clay-Battelle looks to be going for 2 here. They are going to go for 2. Spears set to take the snap. Dakota Walls, the lone wide receiver, to the left. A trips of wide receivers to the right. Spears rolls to his right. Got really nobody to throw to, but he finds Ponceroff somehow in the end zone. 2-point conversion, good. And the Clay-Battelle Seabees only trail now by a score of 12. I think that 2-point conversion there was crucial, so now you can go for 2 on each possession if you get a touchdown and are able to get a stop, tie this ball game at minimum. But the big part is you have to get a stop if you're Clay-Battelle on defense. And unfortunately, Maddox might be more missed on defense than he is on offense, because he is really that defensive juggernaut captain at the middle linebacker position. He's still on the sidelines, though, sitting on the bench, being talked to by the head trainer in Easton Rowan. Well, Pete, you called it kind of there. You asked them to go deep here and over the top, with Ponceroff being isolated to one-on-one with the defender, and he won every time.
Short set of hands, and there on that first pass play, I think that had he been able to stay in bounds,
it would have been a touchdown.
It would have been a touchdown there. So.
All right. Kickoff is away here. It's a booming kick. Caught by the returner at the 25-yard line. Gets tripped up at the 30 and is down to about the 36-yard line, and that is where Meadowbridge will take over, 1st and 10. Number 22, Thomas Gibson on the return for the Meadowbridge Wildcats. Played some very basic names over the last few days. I had Tigers Valley Bulldogs, I had Hancock Panthers, and now Meadowbridge Wildcats. 1st down and 10 on their own 36-yard line. Snap is a handoff there to Sims, and he is going to be wrapped up, possibly for a loss there. Nope, gain of nothing on the play. Down at right at the 36-yard line, so it'll be 2nd down and 10 for the for the Wildcats.
It was a good stop, and to come out and get a stop on 1st down.
After 2 long run plays that resulted in touchdowns, I mean, you take what you can get here. 2nd down and 10. If you can force them to a 3-and-out here, you can get right back into this game and flip the momentum in a hurry. 9:50 left to go in the 3rd quarter. Tight box here with 1 wide receiver to the right. Snap is fumbled. Does Clay-Battelle have the ball? This could be exactly what the CBs needed. Nope. They're able to recover it here, but you'll still take it as it's no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd down and 10 for Meadowbridge.
I think that if we can force them into a passing situation here, it could very much prove to our favor.
All right, let's see if they pass here on a 3rd down and 10. Tight end motions from right to left. They hand it off to the fullback. And he does get a good gain, but it's minimal. Or, sorry, it's not minimal. It's just short of the sticks. Line to gain was the 46. He gets to about the 43. So it'll bring up 4th down and 3 here for the Wildcats. Do you contemplate going for it?
If you do, the thing that the CB should see from that is that they don't think you're going away. Okay, if you
they are going to punt.
They are going to punt.
The thing that you have to worry about here is with this fog, you let it bounce.
Yeah.
You don't even try to corral this in the air. Low snap here. Fumbled snap. Is he going to be able to get the punt away? He is not. And he is going to be tackled in the backfield at the 26, and that is where Clay-Battelle will take over.
Excellent defensive play. They held them to 3 and out, so they had to punt, and then they had trouble on the punt.
And Clay-Battelle will take over already in opponent territory at the 27-yard line.
Excellent field position.
Pretty much as good as a turnover. Wouldn't necessarily call it a blocked punt, but definitely good blocking coverage there. And to also just kind of keep him safe, not try to go after him after the kick and possibly get a penalty there that ends up being a first down. That happened similar couple of weeks ago. I believe that was against Bellsville. All right, Twins receivers to the right now. J.C. Spears rolls to his right. Get a little bit of pressure. He's going to throw it over the top here to the end zone. It's caught by Ponceroff for a touchdown. One-score game, 20-14. 7:58 left to go in the third quarter. One play to Braden Ponceroff over the top. I tell you the truth, you might just run it till they can stop it. All right, 2-point conversion here. One wide receiver to the left. That is Ponceroff. He's asking him to come closer. They call a timeout. Team not really knowing where they're supposed to line up on a 2-point conversion here.
So 90 yards in receiving in 3 plays. Very
Randy
impressive.
Moss on Thanksgiving numbers right there, if you ask me. Change that boy's number. What did Randy Moss wear
in high school?
Yeah. Was it 3? Was it 3?
It may have been. Yeah, I think I'm fairly certain it was a single-digit number.
That's probably why Ponceroff wears number 3.
Got
right?
to see that happen one game.
One game. You knew
a man among boys.
Well, that's for sure. He's debatably the greatest receiver of all time. To me, there's no debate, but I understand he has no ring, but if you look at talent-wise, Randy Moss has no ring. He was a part of the undefeated Patriots team that lost to the Giants, though, in the Super Bowl. All right, 2-point conversion here. 2 wide receivers to the right, 1 to the left. The one to the left is Ponceroff. Tyson Price motions out wide. They try to take it away here, and did he catch it? Oh my gosh, he caught it one-handed.
It was incredible.
Oh my goodness, Braden Ponceroff on the 2-point conversion, one-handed. That is unbelievable. For those of you watching the NFHS stream, send it to Joe Bricado, send it to Metro News. That will be, I promise you, a top 10 play of the week for Metro News. Absolutely unbelievable catch there by Braden Ponceroff.
At first, when I looked at it, I thought he was just deflecting the ball away from the defender. But no, he was hauling it in.
And just like that, you're down 4.
Absolutely, with only
you were down 20-0 with 2 minutes more on the clock.
Right. And you're only 4 minutes and 2 seconds into the third quarter.
All right. Ball game here, folks. 7:58 left to go in the third quarter. Clay-Battelle now trails by 4. Boots the kick away to the 30. They drop it, trying to get him. The quarterback back deep to receive, and he gets tackled at the 25. Braden Thomas. It went past 2 people, number 22, Thomas Gibson, and Braden Thomas goes past their hands and they have to retreat and get it back, honestly, they're lucky to just recover the ball.
Yeah, if I was the coach down there, I would be screaming at that player for not just falling on the ball. Pretty dangerous to pick up a...
Ball is at the 26-yard line here, 1st and 10 for the Wildcats. Fog is still kind of just really on that far sideline. All right, one wide receiver to the left here. Tight end goes in motion here. Nope. Doesn't go in motion. They hand it off here to Sims, and he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage. Tackled by a host of CBs. As Price really gets tangled up, comes up a little bit slowly, but does go back to the huddle. Gain of maybe a yard here, 2nd down and 9. Load that box. Don't let them get in between the tackles here. If they beat you to the outside, that's fine. I would expect to go after that. They go after the fullback here, number 12, trip rolls. Nope, they are going to hand it off to Sims. Sims breaks the tackle. He's into the open field. It's a foot race at midfield, 40, 30. Ponceroff is the man to beat. Can he get him? No. Touchdown, Meadowbridge. Well, I thought he was coming up a bit slow after that last carry, and he showed absolutely no signs of slowing down here. It's a touchdown, Meadowbridge, and they go back up by 2 scores here. It's 26-16.
You may have hexed that play with the not worrying about the outside run.
Well, it was still in between the tackle.
Until he ran to the outside.
Yes, but I'm saying you plug up the gaps. He also broke 3 tackles on his way to the outside before a foot race.
Quite a set of wheels on that kid.
6:49 left to go in the 3rd quarter. 2-point conversion pending here. Wide receiver jumps on a false start again.
False start, number 34 on the offense. 5-yard penalty. Retry to play.
Caden Sims is certainly having himself a night here. How many yards do you have him at total on the day? It's gonna get some calculations.
He's bringing out a calculator.
Yeah, there's gonna be some calculations definitely to be had. 6:49 left to go in the 3rd quarter. 2-point conversion gets backed up 5 yards. Play action pass. Throws it towards the end zone. Broken up by Ponceroff. 2-point conversion. No good. 301 yards on the day. And he has all 4 touchdowns, right? Yep, 4 touchdowns. So 330 yards. Okay, so whoever had him in your fantasy team, folks, if you had Caden Sims, you won. You won tonight. I do say that a lot, though. All right. Does that really change anything, that last touchdown here for you, Pete? I mean, does that – obviously it changes things on the scoreboard, but, I mean, you kind of expected him –
I would not change my game plan. If your game plan was to continue to run the style offense that you were running – and score as quickly as you were scoring, it's really not going to matter. And it's 2 scores, but at the same time, it's
only a 10-point game.
It's only a 10-point game.
Because if you get a touchdown and a 2-point conversion here, a field goal would actually win it. Kickoff set and ready to go here. Let's see if they boot it to Maverick Gum again, who's the returner close on our near side here at about the 17-yard line. He boots it just straight out of bounds this time. They said, we'll just let you take it at the 35. All right, 6:49 left to go in the third quarter. Clay-Battelle trails by a score of 26-16. And if you're Clay-Battelle here, I would do the exact same thing I've done on the last 3 plays. Throw it over the top to Braden Ponceroff. However, I would expect them, Meadowbridge, to put a safety up high. At the same time, though, I probably would have done that 2 plays ago. Still have him in single coverage here. He's the slot receiver to the right. They drop back to pass. Spears being pressured and is sacked. Spears just has absolutely no time to throw the ball. Loss of about 10 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down and 20. This clock now rolls here with 6 minutes and 15 seconds left to go. Quick little screen pass here to Josiah Morgan, but he is heavily pursued by the secondary and gets a gain of about 3, and it'll bring up 3rd down and 17 here for Clay-Battelle. Third down and 16 here for the Seabees. Ponceroff is the lone receiver to the left. They're not bringing they are bringing a safety back deep to his side. Snap. They're triple covering him as he throws it to the 40. And that'll be incomplete. And that'll bring up 4th down. So Meadowbridge has gotten smarter and said, if you want to beat us, somebody else is going to have to do it other than Braden Ponceroff. Spears back deep. Snap is good. Punt is away. Sky kick. Gets a good bounce across the 40, across the 35. Nice roll there, and it goes down to about the 32.
Not a good series.
No. Good adjustments, though, by Meadowbridge, just making sure that Ponceroff was going to be covered. And if you were to throw the ball to him, then...
they also got more pressure.
Yeah.
Back on the quarterback on that series.
If I was Meadowbridge, I mean, I would only rush 3 and just drop everybody back into coverage and make sure that Ponceroff had 2 guys on him every time. All right.
Thus far, he's proven that he can catch any ball that's thrown.
Yeah. 1st down and 10 here at the 33-yard line. Tight formation with no wide receivers and 2 fullbacks. They hand it off to one of those fullbacks. That is Trip Rolls with a 10-yard carry. I think that's a 1st down. Yep, 1st down here with 4:50 left to go in the third quarter. So another 1st down. Fog seems to be rolling in even heavier now. Tight formation. They hand it off to Sims. Sims gets met at the line by Cooper Statler. And it's a minimal 2-yard gain here. 2nd down and 8. And we're approaching 4 minutes left to go in the third quarter.
2 on the play. Second down.
Meadowbridge perfectly content with these 3-yard gains here. They would like to burn as much time as possible. One wide receiver to the right. Tight end off the line of scrimmage on the right. Handed off to the fullback, Trip Rolls. Rolls, breaks the tackle of Cooper Statler. Gets past the 50, down to about the 47. Line to gain was the 40, the 47. The line to gain was the 48. And now in opposing territory, Clay-Battelle backed up against their own wall. It's a first down and 10 for Meadowbridge.
Had him in the backfield.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, he's a pretty strong runner.
Yeah.
And was able to shake the tackle.
He's a sophomore, too. Under center. Misdirection handoff here to the tight end. As he gets met and tackled at about the 39. The line to gain is the 37. Bryson Sawyers, probably his first positive gain. It seems like what they like to do is they like to do those straight handoffs to the fullback and the running back to kind of set you up for that misdirection. But the straight handoffs have worked, so you just keep running it. Second down and 2 here for the Wildcats. Handed off to Sims. Sims breaks a few tackles, somehow gets past the sticks, and it'll be a first down for Meadowbridge. And this is probably the perfect drive here if you're the Wildcats. Not only are you moving the ball down the field, but you're doing it slowly and taking a lot of time off the clock.
First down, Meadowbridge.
This is very similar to their first drive. First down and 10 here at the 34-yard line. Handoff to Sims. Outside run this time as I don't know if they've put like Vaseline on him or something, but he just seems to bounce off guys. I saw 4 guys try to wrap him up, and they just slipped through. Second down and 5 here. Ball
Keeps
is at the
himself pretty low. Keeps his head up so he knows what he's doing.
Second down and 5 here. The line to gain is the 24.5-yard line. Two fullbacks in a tight formation here. They hand it off to Trip Rolls. Rolls gets past the 30. Cooper Statler wraps him up and brings him down at the 25. Textbook technique on tackling there if you're Cooper Statler.
Third and 2 for the Wildcats.
They're in 4-down territory, so
100%. And I don't know if they've even not had a carry that resulted in 2 yards. It might not even matter here. Wide receiver lined up to the left here. Handoff to Sims to the right. Sims bounces off 1 tackler, 2 tacklers. I do think he got the first down. If not, he's very close.
Sims with the carry.
And that'll be the end of the third quarter. First down and 10 for the Wildcats. So we'll go to the final quarter of play. Meadowbridge driving here, up by 10. You are listening to Clay-Battelle CB Football here on WAJR.com.
Health works for you, for rehab and fitness too.
When you attend football games, do you rush to get a seat at the back of the bleachers for back support? Back pain is a common problem and can often be relieved with physical therapy treatments. If you have back pain, see your doctor and ask for a physical therapy prescription. Then see the physical therapy professionals at HealthWorks. With 9 nearby locations, finding quality care doesn't need to be a headache. HealthWorks Rehab and Fitness, Morgantown, Westover, Cheat Lake, Blacksville, Smithfield, Waynesburg, Fairmont, and Buchanan. When your body hurts, go to HealthWorks.
Our people make the difference in the way you feel each day. When your body hurts, go to HealthWorks.
Insurance Centers is not like other agencies. We're an independent agency with over 70 insurance carriers to ensure you get the best coverage for the best price. With locations in Morgantown, Westover, Kingwood, Terra Alta, Brewston Mills, and Fairchance, Pennsylvania, our friendly professionals are here to meet all your insurance needs. For the office nearest you, visit us online at insurancecenters.com.
This is Clay-Battelle High Seabeast football on WAJR.
Welcome back to the fourth quarter of action here, where Meadowbridge has a 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. As it's a fullback handoff here to Trip Rolls, and Rolls gets inside the 20 here, right at the 20. 1st down and 10. 2nd down for the Wildcats.
I did see an excellent block over on the left-hand side for the defense.
For the defense?
Yeah.
It was just
the
like...
the CBs took the opportunity to level one of the other players.
Oh. 2nd down and 6 here. Wide receiver to the right. Handoff to Sims to the right. As he cuts back to the middle of the field to the left, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Meadowbridge. 11:08 left to go in the final quarter of play. They take a now 32-16 lead.
Kind of hoping he would run out of steam, but it doesn't look that way.
I thought this offensive line would run out of steam too. This is also definitely the most points they've scored so far this season. They've probably they might have scored more points in this game than they have all season.
Together?
Yeah.
I think you're right.
As they break the huddle for the 2-point conversion here, they line up with a wide receiver on each side, the tight end to the left. Play action. Pass play to the fullback. Dropped. No good. They have ran the 2-point conversion play. Same play every time.
Yes. And we're successful once.
One time. Doesn't matter, though. 6 points is more than 2.
This is true.
I'm no math major.
However, they still only lead by 2 scores.
That is true. But you do have to get 2 successful 2-point conversions. Still 2 scores, nevertheless. Williamstown has defeated Calhoun County by a score of 62-7. Calhoun County got on the board, though. And they have a kicker. So Calhoun County can get a kicker. How about that?
Williamstown has a kicker. She was the homecoming queen.
She was the homecoming queen. Matter of fact, I should also make that announcement. The homecoming festivities were tonight. The Spirit Queen was Presley Shriver, and the homecoming queen was Ella Liebarger. So congratulations to them. As we approach 11 minutes left to go in this fourth quarter, Clay-Battelle trails by 16 points by a score of 32-16. Dad and I have a very fun trip, 3.5 hours to Port Royal, PA tomorrow to watch the World of Outlaw sprints.
Yes, it'd be the first time going to that speedway. So.
For you?
Yep.
Wow.
Absolutely.
So, first for the both of us as the kickoff is away. Maverick Gum takes it at the 18, runs to his left on the far side of the field. Gets across the 35, down to about the 42, and that is where the Seabees will take over. So, do you think this game is still at hand? Like you try to play to get back into it, or do you try some things here that you wouldn't normally try?
Well, it is still 2 scores. You're 1 tick under 11 minutes left in the game. You scored your last 2 touchdowns in less than 2.5 minutes. I think I'd still play for the game.
All right. 2 wide receivers on each side. Spears, quick little pass to Ponceroff. He goes out of bounds. Gain of about 3 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down and 7. Fog seems to have dissipated a little bit. It was at its worst there late in the 3rd quarter. But, I mean, there still is fog here. 2nd down and 7. Trips receivers to the right. They throw it to the lone receiver in the left. That was Ponceroff, and Ponceroff had about 3 guys in his direction. They threw a quick little screen pass, hoping that he could make some men miss, and it ends up being no gain here. 3rd down and 7.
No gain on the play. Throws with the stomp. 3rd down.
2 wide receivers, 1 on each side. Josiah Morgan, the one to the right. Ponceroff, the one to the left. They fake the handoff. They're going to go to Josiah Morgan this time. He's wide open over the middle, and he's caught it at the 25. Great gain there for the Seabees as they try to get multiple guys involved. Chance is listening in. He texted me. He said, you got to throw the ball to Josiah Morgan to try and open things up a little bit because they're overloading Ponceroff's side. He's not even watching the game.
How many yards was that?
30. Gain of 30 on the play.
1st and 10 Seabees.
9:50 left to go in the game. Tyson Price to the quarterback's left. 2 tight ends. 1 receiver on each side. Throw a quick little pass to Josiah Morgan. Makes a quick little juke move. Gets across the 20 down to about the 18. And it'll be 2nd down. Clock is rolling. After a very quick first quarter, this game has kind of slowed down a bit as we're approaching 9:15 left to go. Or 9:15 Eastern time, sorry. There's 9 minutes left to go. 2nd down and 5. 1 receiver on each side. It's Josiah Morgan and Landon Savage. Spears throws it over the middle, and he's got Josiah Morgan wide open for a touchdown. 8:55 left to go in the game, and with a 2-point conversion pending, the Seabees might be within 1 score. That was a perfect pass there by Spears.
Absolutely. And like I said, 5 ticks under 9 minutes. It's a 1-score game.
You got to make the 2-point conversion, though. So we'll see how that goes. All right. 3 receivers tight to the right, 1 receiver to the left. The receiver to the left is Ponceroff. And there's going to be a flag. Somebody was supposed to go in motion, and they didn't. So that is going to be a false start on the offense. And it'll be moved back to the 7. I honestly don't know how the offense is being able to see what Coach Wilson is calling on those hand signals because he is probably in the foggiest part of the playing field. 2 receivers to the left. Throw it towards the end zone. He's got Ponceroff open, but he just overthrows him. And he is grimacing. He's a little bit shaken up, I can tell. And the 2-point conversion is no good, so now it is a 10-point game. Still 2 scores here with 8:55 left to go. I think Pete, with this, if you got to get back into this game, I think you need a turnover.
I agree. Would like to say that with that drive, that Morgan went over 100 yards receiving for tonight.
Wow.
Ponzarov is just right on the edge at 99.
Ponzarov doesn't even have 100 receiving yards. Wow. Feels like he has with the game that he's had. So Spears has to have over 200 yards passing on the day, correct?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Still -1 rushing yards, right?
Yes.
I think every play this second half has been a pass for the Seabees.
That's correct.
All right.
My rushing stats column over here is like
lonely.
Got cobwebs on it.
Kind of like the right side of my press box window right now.
Yes. I was noticing a spider over there in the corner earlier.
Ponzarov boots it away. It's a sky arching kick. Bounces to the turf. Returned by Sims. Somehow gets it on the bounce. And the Wildcats will take over at their own 39-yard line. And it looks like Sims is down. He is not getting up. All right, I'll tell you what. We'll take a timeout. We'll take a break here for the injury. You are listening to Clay-Battelle CB Football here on WAJR.com.
Ever feel that your only defense against an accident still leaves you vulnerable? Go on offense. The Insurance Center's lineup is stacked with 70 different carriers to fit your specific needs. During business hours, our local agents answer the phone when you call. No automated phone attendants with scripted playbooks. Don't let an accident knock you out of the game. Visit the Insurance Centers in Morgantown, Brewston Mills, Fairchance, Kingwood, Terra Alta, and Westover. Online at insurancecenters.com.
This is Clay-Battelle High CB's football on WAJR.
Welcome back to Clay-Battelle High School, where it looked like Caden Sims was able to walk off onto his own power, and we'll head to the sidelines. It's been an absolute workhorse. Actually, he is still in the game, I think. No, he is not. He's still on the sidelines, stretching his leg out. Could be a break, though, that the CBs need here as they do a little QB sneak as Maverick Gum wraps him up and pushes him. Gain of 2 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down and 8. Ball is at the 41-yard line at the middle of the field. They're still stretching out Sims. 8:30 left to go in the ball game. As the fog intensifies, and it's honestly hitting our visibility a little bit from up here in the press box. You can still see what's going on, but it's starting to affect to see what's going on. All right, 6 down and 8. Handoff here to the fullback, trip rolls, and he goes for
a yard.
He may be a yard. I don't know if he got anything at all. And Caden Sims is back into the game for the Wildcats. 3rd down here and 8. Clay-Battelle has 2 timeouts left. I would kind of expect them to use 1 here if you're able to stop them, just so they can't keep that clock rolling all the way down. The thing that you got to worry about here, though, if you're Clay-Battelle, well, I'll tell you, we'll talk about it after this play here. 3rd down and 8. Wide receiver jumps, and it's a false start, and that will move it to a 3rd down and 13 situation.
Also as good as a timeout.
Yes.
So the clock doesn't start until the snap.
Well, clock's still moving.
I don't understand that.
Yeah. Referee's asking for the clock to be stopped.
7:10 on the clock and started on my signal.
Okay, there you go. 7:10 on the clock as they put 71 seconds. Reset it. Good old reset. Have you tried unplugging it and plugging it back in?
Maybe it's USB, so you just need to turn it over.
Yeah. Still waiting. Still says 71.
What were you saying before?
I was going to say as there we go. Now we're back to 7:10. I was going to say if you force them on this third down stop here, I don't know if you even put anybody back deep to return. I think you
try and go for the block.
Well, not only go for the block, but the fog is so bad.
Yeah, that's true.
That you don't even have anybody back deep to even contemplate using it. Anyways, all right, 3rd down and 13 here. Snap is a handoff to Sims. And he is going up the middle, breaks tackles, and he is going to be tackled at the 30-yard line. I think I might have jinxed him because that ends up being a huge gain for the Wildcats and a 1st down. He's got to be close to now 400 yards on the day. Is he over 400? Not over just yet. Well, he still has plenty of time. There's still 6.5 minutes left to go in this game. 1st down and 10 here. Ball is at the 26-yard line. Tight formation with 2 fullbacks. 1st down and 10. Snap is a handoff to fullback Trip Rolls. And he will be tackled for a gain of about 5 on the play.
Rolls the ball carrier. Savage on the stop.
And it looks like there is an injured CB down on the field. All right. Well, nope, he's getting back up. And it's a guy that you do not want to lose, and that is Cooper Statler. We'll take a quick 30-second break here, and when we come back, we'll have the rest of the game here on WAJR.com.
Reimagine every adventure, every terrain, every incredible memory. The Yamaha Wolverine family of side-by-side vehicles helps you reimagine off-road capability, comfort, and confidence with the Wolverine R-Max 2 and 41000. Recreation meets sport, and maximum power meets maximum comfort and versatility. See the complete lineup of Yamahas at Morgantown Power Sports on the Mile Ground or MorgantownPowersports.com. Always wear your seatbelt, helmet, eye protection, and protective clothing. Read owner's manual before operation.
Health works for you, for rehab and fitness too.
Keeping high school athletes healthy is something that HealthWorks Rehab and Fitness takes great pride in. That's why our certified athletic trainers work with many area schools during practice and on the sidelines during tonight's game. Unfortunately, injuries do happen in sports, at work, and at home. At HealthWorks, our goal remains the same, to get you back in action. When you need physical therapy, you need HealthWorks. HealthWorks Rehab and Fitness, Morgantown, Westover, Cheat Lake, Blacksville, Smithfield, Waynesburg, Fairmont, and Buchanan. When your body hurts, go to HealthWorks.
Our people make the difference in the way you feel each day. When your body hurts, go to HealthWorks.
Welcome back to Clay-Battelle High School, where we are approaching a 2nd down and about 6 situation here for the Meadowbridge Wildcats. As the fog continues to intensify.
Yeah, I've had to move my position because I can't see out the window.
They're letting the clock run down, the play clock run down. And Sims churns some more yardage, gets inside the 20 down to the 19. He was at 378 yards when we last checked. That was a gain of 6, so he's into the 380s. If he can run the rest of this drive, he will have over 400 yards rushing. We're approaching now 5 minutes left to go in this game. It's 3rd down and 3 here for the Wildcats on the Clay-Battelle 19-yard line. The line to gain is the 18. So 3rd down and 1. Snap is a handoff to Trip Rolls. And he does appear to get back to the first down sticks.
That was Trip Rolls, not Rick Roll.
Yeah, it works similarly enough. And it's not going to be a first down here. It's going to be 4th down in inches. I just Rick-rolled everybody.
I think
on that first down.
I think you need to go for this.
Well, yeah. Yeah. And they are actually going to call timeout. Are they going to call timeout?
An official's timeout.
Oh, okay. So
time for measurement.
So a official's timeout for a measurement here. That might have been the latest call I've ever seen for an official's timeout for a measurement.
May have a lot to do with the fact that you could not see the sticks.
Yeah.
From the hash mark.
That is a very true statement.
That is a first down.
Is it? Did they even extend it?
Yeah,
okay.
It's extended. And
well, it's first down then. All right. All right, 1st down and 10 here at the 16, 17-yard line. 4:06 left to go in this game. All right. Clock now rolls here, and we're under now 4 minutes left to go in this game. They're going to sit here and wait under center. Quarterback's not even going to get under center until there's 5 seconds left to go on the play clock. Tight formation here with no wide receivers and 2 fullbacks. They hand it off to Sims. Sims goes down at about the 15-yard line. We approach 3.5 minutes left to go in the game.
I would imagine if I ran almost 400 yards, I would be tired as well.
Yeah. He is extremely tired. He's got how many carries? Over 25? 24 carries. 25 is coming here. I'm going to bet on it. Handoff for number 25 carry, and Sims looks to be very close to the sticks. He might have gotten a first down. Nope, he is 1 yard short. It'll be 3rd down and 1. Gain of 7 on the play. As a late substitution here for the CBs, it looks like Caleb Snodgrass coming in for Josiah Morgan. Another handoff here to Sims. I don't know if he got there. If he did, it is very close. Yes, he did. He got inside there. All right, it will be first down now and goal here with 2 minutes left to go in the game. Sims now has 26 carries.
And should be in the 390s.
Yeah, he should be in the 390s now. Under 5 here on the play clock. Handoff. And he gets very close to the touchdown, but he is just short, down at about the 2. 1:15 left to go in this game. He's got to be very close to 400 now.
That wasn't him, though.
Oh, that wasn't him?
Well, that was the fault. That was.
I thought that was.
Was that? That wasn't Sims, was it?
I think that was Sims. It's hard to kind of see from here with the fog. .45 seconds left to go in this game. And Sims gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats. That puts them up 38-22 with 35 seconds left to go in this game.
You were talking about Sistersville earlier. Watched a late 70s Sistersville team with eventual Kennedy Award winner C.R. Howdyshell carry the ball 52 times in one game.
Wow. Bet he was sore. Speed option here on the 2-point conversion that falls to the turf and ends up being no good. So the Meadow Bridge Wildcats are now 1 for what, 6?
Yeah, 1 for 6.
1 for 6 on 2-point conversion. Hey, at least they mixed it up.
At least it was a different play.
Yeah, at least it was a different play. As the fans look to be exiting here tonight with 35 seconds left.
I think you. I don't think you hang your head on this game. They executed well. Had that period there in the third quarter when they scored 2 quick touchdowns. It's kind of hard to go up against a kid that gets 400 yards rushing.
Yeah. As we're doing calculations here on the... And he does exactly 400 yards and 5 touchdowns. Absolutely insane. So 35 seconds left.
It's a Frank Gore night.
Frank Gore didn't even have that much. He just hung around.
He was there forever.
$35 seconds left. Still waiting on the kickoff here.
So your mother said on the way up here that Alex Karras passed away. Did you hear about that?
Who is that?
Alex Karras?
Yeah.
He was a middle linebacker from the 60s. Was in the booth forever.
Okay.
He was also in Blazing Saddles.
Okay.
Yeah, he's the one that slugged the horse.
All right. There you go.
It must have been that game last night that got him.
All right. Caleb Snodgrass is the one taking the kickoff back. Showing some wheels here as it gets past the 40, across the 45, down to about midfield here, and he gets into opponent territory.
Excellent run back.
Yeah, 100%.
I love this never quit spirit.
He's trying to earn some carries here.
Yeah.
The freshman's trying to show, hey, coach, Give me the ball.
That's right.
I can.
That's not an official rush, but had it been, it would have allowed the CBs to go in positive yardage for rushing.
Well, you know what? Give it to Caleb Snodgrass again and let him be the one to take you into positive yards. Anyways, first team offense is still on for Clay-Battelle. Looks like Brady Nestor and Tyson Price are the guys back deep, and they're going to take a knee. And that will be that will be the final play of this ball game. So Clay-Battelle loses this one by a score of 38-22. We'll take a quick break, and when we come back, we'll have the post game here on WAJR.com.
Ever feel that your only defense against an accident still leaves you vulnerable? Go on offense. The Insurance Center's lineup is stacked with 70 different carriers to fit your specific needs. During business hours, our local agents answer the phone when you call. No automated phone attendants with scripted playbooks. Don't let an accident knock you out of the game. Visit the Insurance Centers in Morgantown, Brewston Mills, Fairchance, Kingwood, Terra Alta, and Westover. Online at insurancecenters.com.
This is the WAJR postgame show presented by the Insurance Centers, where serving you is our best policy.
Welcome back to Clay-Battelle High School, where the CBs fall to the Meadow Bridge Wildcats 38-22. This was a hard-fought game by the CBs, like you said.
You need an answer now.
Like you said, Pete, a lot to hang your hat on here. It's just unfortunately when you get down by 2 scores and you're off, and the opposing team's offense really shows no signs of slowing down, it's kind of hard to get back into the game.
Well, they had that positive 2 series there in the middle of the third quarter that brought them within 4 points. And unfortunately, Sims busted for another run and put them back down 2 scores. But the fight was still there. They fought to the end, and that's what you like to see. I personally myself was very impressed by the discipline on both sides of the ball. Not even sure that we actually get a penalty that was a
procedure.
A procedure.
Yeah, we had a delay of game penalty,
Right.
and I believe we had an illegal motion on a 2-point conversion.
Okay, but no physical penalties, nothing against
personal fouls
fouls or
No, it would absolutely was a
very clean game.
Yeah. So time to pick a power play of the game presented by Morgantown Power Sports. I'll let you go first, Pete. What do you have for the Morgantown Power Sports power play of the game? You can pick a Meadow Bridge play. I mean, that's.
You have to take that one-handed catch in the end.
Oh, you want to take the one-handed catch?
Yes.
Oh, I mean
that was incredible.
It was incredible. You are correct.
And it really, it sparked the team
Mm-hmm.
Until my number 2.
Well, you only get
play.
one. You only get one, okay? So I'll go with the power play of the game and saying pick whichever
run you want to pick.
Yeah, pick whichever run you want to take from Caden Sims, who had over 400 yards rushing on the day on over 25 carries. So, I mean, an absolute
it's incredible
great performance there by Caden Sims. So that is the Morgantown Power Sports power play of the game, carrying a complete lineup of Honda, Yamaha, Suzuki, Kawasaki, and KTM. Morgantown Power Sports on the mile ground at morgantownpowersports.com. This is the post-game show presented by Insurance Centers, where serving you is our best policy. And I'll only say I'll call you Dad once because, Dad, this was a lot of fun. I never thought that I would be able to call a game with you here in Clay-Battelle.
I didn't really think that it was going to happen either, but I've got to say that it has always been in the back of my mind that it would be fun.
Yeah, you knew it would be fun, and you knew that there was a possibility of a chance that it could happen. I mean, it's single A football.
That's right.
You know, once again, Chance, you are missed here, but Dad, you did an excellent job filling in on statistics. I mean, I know you didn't have much to do on the statistics side,
Certainly
especially
on the
rushing
side.
for Clay-Battelle. All right, that is going to do it here at Clay-Battelle High School. Your final score, Clay-Battelle 26, the Meadowbridge Wildcats 38. Thanks for listening to Clay-Battelle CB's football here on WAJR.com.
High school football on WAJR has been brought to you by HealthWorks. When your body hurts, go to HealthWorks. 9 convenient locations to serve you. By Lang Monument, family owned since 1874 in the Wharf District, Morgantown. By Morgantown Power Sports, carrying a complete lineup of Honda, Yamaha, Suzuki, Kawasaki, and KTM. Morgantown Power Sports on the mile ground. By Mon Health System, feel the difference. By Advanced HVAC and Plumbing, the area's only Carrier factory authorized dealer. Turn to the experts. By the Insurance Centers, where serving you is our best policy. And by Omega Commercial Interiors. For office furniture, buy local at Omega in Morgantown and Charleston. Stay tuned. Metro News High School Game Night is coming up next on 104.5 FM and 1440 AM WAJR, the voice of Morgantown.